How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. We got ourselves more 5v5 1v1 duels on the evening yesterday. We could say we had a few duels over for the EU. You know, just a few casual duels with my man Kragar. We had Cobra leading the group. We had Plush leading group too. We had 3 groups, which is really fun. And then we got like dudes in chat like, yo, is there a spot, dude? Can I get in? It's like as soon as they ask, like, spot is open for half a second, instantly gets filled. And it's like, dude, there's just no way. I know you want to play it. I'm glad, but like, yo, it's a little hard right now. Tracker at some point suggested we should just do 2 groups, and probably we should, and like do some heavy rotations, right? Let the groups play like twice and then just rotate out, clean house, have the lead stays in, but then everybody else gets swapped out just so we can like constantly play. But it worked out too. You know what I mean? It worked out too. It gives like an opportunity. You play twice in a row, and then like somebody's gonna bounce, and by then you're like searching for a +1, and then by the time that you're like on deck, you have a group, they're ready for 2 games back to back. How to get invited? All we do is just open up the groups in LFG. Anybody and everybody can join in. I'll tell you guys exactly where to search for them when we get started. I want to do not this song. I want to do. Is this the song that I'm gonna start with? I think it's this one that I like. No, there's another one that I like even more, but that's pretty good. That's a start. We're gonna have them listed under Molten Core in just a moment. I'm hopping on right now. Man, yesterday was a long evening for me. Not super long. I'm not staying up until like AM anymore, like a degen, but like staying up until 12 for me, it's like kind of long. And I'm gonna have to be raiding soon. I'm not ready for it. I am not ready. My sleep schedule got completely like corrupted, adjusted. I don't even know what the word is here. I don't even know what the word I want to use. Dalaran is the spectator character, dude. Gonna be spectating all these boys. We'll see how the groups are over for the day, man. Honestly, I was thinking I'm not streaming today. I came up today. I was like, dude, I'm tired. I'm actually just so tired. So we'll see how today goes, man. I had a whole hunch of like, man, maybe I should take a day off today. We'll find out if that was the move or not. I do need to clean up the add-ons and stuff on this character if it is going to be spectator character. I don't need to have all these weak horrors running in the background just for watching. I think I'm going to try to run splits with Echo. You won that gold, huh? You won that gold. Rid of the 1 curve, so it's just showing heroic way to get everyone normal. I mean, honestly, like if you don't got a gold and if you're more than willing to give up gear to Echo, right? Might as well, right? Might as well. Do whatever you like, man. Honestly, I kind of like just like gearing, and the whole gear grind is really fun. But yeah, like if you want to do it, I don't know. Wait, didn't Echo recently get into like? Echo got into some hot water recently, didn't they? Huh? They're kind of controversial. So watch yourself. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? It's just like what a timing. What a timing. Apparently, I don't know what the details are, but apparently some dude did something. That's all I know. Like, what did the guy do? I have no idea. Some dude did something is all I know. I have no idea, dude. That's Barras Mock. This one? That's a... thanks. I appreciate it. Worked hard on it. Alright, groups are going to be listed over in the Raids Legacy Molten Core 5v5 1v1 Duels boys. How y'all doing, by the way? Hope everybody's having a good one. I'll just run over Palette Warriors since we're making them. Might as well, right? Might as well. But how you doing, by the way? 1, 2, 3. Hope you're doing good, my man. EU games, right? No, today is NA. Yesterday is EU for Friday. NA is on Saturday, and NA is today. We're gonna try to see if we can get some groups together. Yesterday, we had a lot of games. There's a lot. There's a lot for me to go through. I was looking through them, and I was like jotting down notes of like what the hell happened in each game. And yeah, it's a lot that happened, man. It's a lot that happened. Plus, I still have a couple of duels from last week too, because we did NA and EU. But today is NA day. Yesterday is EU. Today is going to be NA. We'll see how it goes. Keep the Diablo 4 stuff. It looks so good, dude. I keep seeing videos on Diablo about the patch update 2.0. How everybody says it's not even the same game, and it's like, yo, I'm excited. I'm not gonna watch the video though, because I feel like if I start watching it, I'll get excited and I'll get like itch to play and try it. I'm like, I don't even have the new expansion. Like season 1 is about to launch. I'm thinking of just going full like emu, right? Or is it the emus that do that? Like, almost misclicked the button. Does you want more here? Can put it together. Do you find someone sent it to me? I do have somebody. I do have someone, but I'm gonna keep them to get second group going. I got somebody, but I'm gonna keep them on my side. What's up, Gambit? How you doing, my man? First one in. So Reflex, you just need +1. Where are you guys listed? Are you listed on the Molten Core? Because I'm listed on the Molten Core. I don't know where you're listed, but I can maybe, I might see in Real ID if I can send someone your way. Yeah, after I fill my group, I'll see if I can get you guys a +1. Taj, how you doing, my man? Hope you're doing good. Get you in here. We need 3 more in this team and we're good. Flex needs 1 more and we are set. Chills, let's go, bud. How you doing, my man? If you want to be on the team with my man Chills, join my group listed on the multi-core. EU, so EU, I don't play on both EU and NA, and I try to do both duels on NA as well as EU. I can't put us in ability because both are in a minute. All G, my man. I'm feeling quick, dude. We're filling up. Hold on, we're filling up on our end. Well, we need just 1 more for this group, and we need 1 for Flex, and we're set because you got homies bringing in. That's what I love to see is when people bring in homies, and we're set, and this group is set. So we'll need a +1 for Flex. Okay, we're full on our end. Okay, we just filled on our end. Gonna need to send someone over to ya. All right, who do I send, man? Not on my team. I'll just see if anybody is on Real ID that wants to join in. Who joins these groups regularly? We need somebody who wouldn't be... Oh, it's CJ. How do you, man? We need somebody who wouldn't be afraid to play against a mage. Conan said he'll be down to join in sometime. I don't know if Messiah joins these at all. I haven't seen him in a while. Exiled. I don't have a thing under him. Fixmez. Oh, Flex. Fix or Flix? Fixman. Fix. I remember calling him Fixman, but I don't know if it's Flamin. Is it Flamin? I think it is Flamin. F-L-X-M-I-N. Flamin. I think it is Flamin. Yeah, okay. Sensei? Yo. I got you +1. I got you +1. I got you +1. I'm gonna send you to the other team in a moment here, friend. Okay, Chill's gonna be lead. Chill's lead for this team. Flex just needs +1 and we got a body for him. So I'm gonna make Chill's lead and do that. Hang tight, team. Yeah, I'm excited for the season 1, man. That's gonna be really, really fun. Did my whisper to Sensei go through? I don't think it did. Okay, I need to whisper him on Real ID. Oh, also I need to get the messages out on Real ID, don't I? Yeah, that's gonna make it much, much easier. It used to be Sensei, now it's Nick, I'm pretty sure, yeah? Nicholas, yeah. Hey, hey, tried whispering, but, to character, but cross faction. I got you a +1 spot in another group. So they are saving you an opening. I'ma invite you once I get in their group. Alright, so we'll delist. Chills is lead. We leave invite so I can suggest them. Here we go. Perfect. I'd love to play on the EU. So we do these over, I guess what else? I didn't complete my sentence, did I? We do this on the EU on Friday. So yesterday would have been the day for EU and today is the day for NA. So we're trying to get all of them out of the way. So just invite, convert to raid. Convert to raid, please. Convert to raid, plus. If you can. If it lets you. If it lets you. I don't know if it'll let them actually. They are mid BG, so I don't know if it'll work or not. but he might be able to convert the group to raid. If you need to know how to do that, you right click your character and there should be like instance options, or way below it should be somewhere like convert party to raid, one or the other. But yeah, doing these on Fridays on EU, Saturdays over for the NA. We have a whole day for EU, a whole day for NA, about the same time as usual. Trying to invite him. Wait, who invited me? Sensei? Yeah, I'm trying to get you in. Sorry for that. If you pass me a lead, can I invite you now? Pass lead. Pass lead. Pass lead. I can do that also. Yeah, if you pass the lead, I can just like convert it on my end. If it's letting me. If it even lets me. I have no idea. Actually, he might not even be lead, right? Oh, Annibalismo's lead. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I don't think he might be able to actually. Huh. Okay. We'll have to give him a second then. Annibalismo is mid BG. I don't think he can convert his group, his Battlegrounds group, to a raid. So you gotta give him a second. They need a second. They need 1 second. That's about all I can do. Trying to manage these. I don't do PvP at all, but I'm watching these. Some of the people nuts at PvP. Bro, they're insane, man. I've loved every single person that I met doing these duels, man. There's so many people you meet doing these community duels, and you fresh new faces that show up and just make a name for themselves, and you see them regularly showing up. It is so cool. It is my favorite part. It is my favorite thing that we've ever been able to put together. And I say we because, like, I wouldn't be able to do this on my own, dude. Everybody that joins in these duels, it's like, that's how we make it happen. Meanwhile, I wanted to call Booty Buddy because he's missing today due to ditching us instead of going out with a girl. Let him have his fun once season 1 begins. Dude's gonna be grinding. some social interactions before his deep. Yeah, just some social interactions before he does anything. And yeah, Diablo 3 on steroids is what it looks like. Dude, I keep seeing so much good stuff about Diablo 4. That's why I'm like avoiding it, completely avoiding it, because I know that I'm gonna get that itch. I'm gonna get that itch, man. I am. It was already pretty bad, dude. Once we actually, like, me and you got the builds together with Andariel Rogues, like, I was like, okay, I got that glove hand slot from you. I upgraded some stuff. I changed some things around. And then I looked at the best in slot stats for, like, the best version of Andariel's. And I'm like, dude, I have some of the stats, but not all of them. And, like, now I want to grind to get the best build out there. And I started looking for alternative builds and try to see if I can maybe get some of those uniques. And it's just like, I feel like I'm falling into that I can grind forever type of, like, mentality. And it was a lot, man. I was like, man, I need to, at some point, figure out, like, what is going to be the end goal for me? Like, what is the end product? Like, I needed, like, a finish line, like, in my head, mental finish line. So I could just, like, okay, I'm done. I can put the game away and focus some more within. Because I feel like if I'm just, like, getting deeper and sinking deeper and deeper into Diablo, I'm not going to be able to, like, I'm not going to be able to come back. I'm not even kidding. I'm just not going to be able to come back. Ah, man. It is rough out there. Very much fun. Slow process to get started, and the moment to go and hit a good build, put it down. It's like once you get the parts of the build started, I want to perfect that build. Get the right stats, get the right gear, right everything. And I feel like that's the addictive part. That's where I was like, I knew that even like PoE is the same way, right? There's like a lot of depth and like the runs, the addictive nature of like getting the gear and getting that perfect build and with that. I knew there was a lot of depth to it. Like even Diablo, right? It's not as deep as PoE is what I heard. But still, it's pretty good. You know what I mean? Let's not keep the boys waiting. Are they in BG still? They in the BG still. They in the... Okay. I guess we have to... Me and Flex are gonna make a different group. Sounds good. I'll make the group. Okay. So while they're in the BG, me and Flex are just gonna make another group. I'll invite him, I'll invite Sensei, and we'll wait for them to come back in. That's how we'll do it. Invite you, invite him. Waiting for getting new group while Flex's friends are in a BG, finishing it up. All right, if you guys want to join in over for the team at 8, we got a couple of spots. If Flex's friends come in whenever they get done, we'll get them in here, but otherwise we'll just like fill. So if you want to join, more than welcome to. We got a second group. So that works too. Let me get the like how to join and all that stuff. I hope so. I hope it's somebody. I always get the question of like, hey, how do you join? Even though there's like a pin that says exactly how to join, but just the other day I had to kind of like explain. Actually today somebody was like, hey, Dal, how does this ability work in like WoW? And they basically sent me like a screenshot of like them mousing over the ability with the actual tooltip telling them how it works. They were like, hey, how does this work? But it's like, well, you could read the tooltip, but like I had to like explain to them the mechanics of it. It's a rogue ability, so I was like, you know what? Rogues are kind of confusing, and it was like what Echo and reprimand ability. People get confused about that one all the time. I tried to explain it to like my guildies, even they get confused. So that one was like, well, like my rogue brain, it gets it, but it's like if you never played rogue and never really played around with it, like it's just I had to really like go into detail exactly how it works. The blue comma point, whatever the hell shenanigans they got going on. I can see how people like get confused by that one though, because it's like, well, I got a blue comma point and I got a 7 comma point finisher, but there's 3 blue comma points in that 7 comma points. So like, why is it not working? And it's like, no, you have to end on that comma point. Like you have to like, it says like, it has like, you see how comma point 3, 4, and 5 are like, has a circle around it? And when you get those comma points, like you get 3 comma points, that third one turns blue. That means that finisher is going to consume those 3 comma points. It's like, yeah, it's going to consume 3, 2, and 1. It's like, yes and no. You know what I mean? Like that's where the confusion really happens. How does Divine Storm work? You know how when you flush your toilet and it like swirls all the way down? It's that, about a little around you, and instead of water, it's just like holy energy. So like you just gotta flush everything around you into a drain pipe, which is the ground. You put them into the dirt. But no, like, okay, that was like the rogue class is a complex class, okay? Like doing a guide on assassination, and I got one on subtlety done. Oh. Like, there's a lot to work on, dude. Like, man, rogue is not an easy class. I feel like if you PvP pretty regularly, like, or if you had rogue experience before or whatever, right, you can kind of, like, get it. If, let's say, you play, like, I don't know, similar classes. Like, if you play a monk or a feral druid, you totally get it. Like, you understand it pretty well. But, like, if you, let's say, you never really played rogue or messed around with it, but never really got super serious about it, there's a lot of things to learn. A lot of things. I mean, there's a reason why I play Paladin, not a rogue. I mean, Paladins, you would think the Paladin players would have like the easiest translation of, oh, calm points are like holy power, and when you spend them, you spend all 3. But even then, they don't work in exactly the same way, if that makes any sense. Can I get a +1 here? Well, let's see that usually joins these, just so we can quickly fill. Oh, Kevin. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, Kevin. Hey, Duels tonight. Tonight got 1 spot open. See if Kevin will be down. But yeah, this, you know what? Some classes are easier than others. I feel like rogue is definitely one of the, I'm gonna say it, one of the harder ones. Let me know when to invite. Perfect. So Kevin is down to join in. But like, I don't know, when when somebody says like, oh, my class is so difficult, ready right now, beautiful. Like somebody says sometimes like, oh, my class is so difficult. It's almost like, is it actually difficult, or are you tooting your own horn saying like, oh, it's totally difficult, but I got such a big brain to understand it. You know what I mean? There's a bit of a difference. I really do think rogue is not a great starter class. Boys are out. Okay, this group is currently ready. They can form a third group if they know how to. But we should get queued. I'm doing way too much like typing here. I'm gonna make Flex Oh, we lost somebody. How did we lose? Did I not get Kevin in? How did we lose just now? Oh, Flex. I joined the other group. Okay. Have you added? Okay, cool. I guess we need a +1. So because Flex left. All right. So let's see. Conan maybe? Hey, doing Duels if you wanna join. Smiley face. I'm feed god. Yo, let's get this guy in here. I'm a feed god. Okay, I'm gonna make a lead. Okay, Rogue is the lead. Whisper me on real ID where. I can't spell your name. We good though. All right, so I guess Flex will let me know whenever he's got a fight, man. That'll work. Cool. We got 3 groups, just like AU, dude. It's hilarious. Alrighty. And I need Light Sword, right? I think it's the name. Pretty sure. I know I do chill pills. Invite spectator match. Night. Light Sword 5 in the grand 1. Is it not working? Light Sword. Light Sword 5 in the grand 1. Is chill pills not on? Oh yeah, Chills, you gotta be online. Yeah, that would do it. Yeah, if Chills is around, that'll work. Yeah. How do I whisper chill pills? Chills! Where is he? Liking. There we go. That'll work. That should do it. Beautiful. NA? Yeah, today's NA. What's up, Nanister? How you doing, guy? Hope you're having a good one. Alrighty, boys. We got some groups in here. I also got a couple of whispers from people that are like, yo, can I join in right now? I'll get you guys in when we get a moment. I'll get you in. Promise ya. We'll get a good game going. And then we'll try to figure all that stuff out, yeah? They also fixed a bunch of stuff, except there is like my defensive stance and berserk stance on the bottom. I don't know why that's there, but I can maybe try to see if I can remove it. Can I remove it? Oh no, I think just doing this and that should fix it. Hopefully, we'll find out. We'll know pretty quick if it's scuffed or if it's not. Why NA is so scuffed? EU was perfectly fine. Switch. Are you streaming? I am streaming. How you doing, my man? If it goes back to the old saying, everyone can play every class, but no one can play every class well. Sure. Rogues, I feel like are just in a weird, very different beast, is I guess I'd describe them. And it fixed it. Beautiful. Hell yeah. We got ourselves chill pills over for the team 1. Ready to go. We got ourselves C-Mark. Immediately get it opened up by I'm a feed. God, Feral Druid going in with big burst. C-Mark immediately with the ult. I'm blinking out. Look at the bleed damage out of a Feral Druid. I mean, the guy is perfectly fine because of Ultra. But just like recognize the damage the cat is doing. Big burst out of C-Mark, full setup with a Bark Skin, touching the match on the Feral Druid is going to pop out in the open, looking to get maybe potentially an interest onto C-Mark, does go for the root. Is going to be a juke kick. Got himself a plenty of damage. C-Mark trying to see if he can maybe capitalize on something here. Feral's back in with even more bites. Might be pressuring C-Mark to go for a block here. That's a lot of damage done. That's a lot of damage taken. And then it goes a full block. As the Feral Druid goes in, ripping those dots into the guy, just backs up out of there afterwards. That is a lot of damage early on. I know that Archimage has got a bit of a nerve this week with the, what's it called? The Fury? Sun Fury? Getting a bit of a reduction. I don't think it's enough to maybe kill him in terms of PvP, but man, Feral Druids are... Somebody asked yesterday too, like, where's the Feral Druids at, dude? I was like, yo, just wait until at 8. I feel like NA almost had quite a lot of Ferals there. Feed God, trying to see if he can just end this duel. C-Mark on his last leg, does not have any more blocks, trying to go for a bit of a damage, but it's gonna be a big old bite. The dots, man! The dot damage, though, is a lot. As Gambit trying to see if he can get himself a proper go as an outlaw. A drone rush, everything is available. Got himself a setup. Potentially no damage. Feral immediately barrel form. Barskin should be enough to keep himself nice and healthy. Killing spree to follow as the Feral just goes in for self-healing. 10% dampening, and that's going to be a blind out of the Rogue with a trinket too. Evasion is the Feral trying to get himself potentially a go. And actually the damage taken by the Rogue, it is a lot. Vanish Cloaker shot is for the Rogue, so you can't even cyclone him. Can't even stun him, I don't think, for a while too. Is he DR'd? He might be pretty DR'd. Gouge as soon as he goes to the cat form? Does he get a stun? Maim? Cyclone finally catches a breather. He needs a few of those regrowths right now. Gambit, I guess the question is, because he's not a stun DR anymore, Feral can still maybe just bleed him out, put all the bleeds, go bear from him, and tank it up. That's exactly what he's gonna go do. Wallen to tank up as much as possible. Killing spree reversal by the Rogue. Still, wall was up for the Feral. Big bites, and the Rogue has no evasion to keep the damage from dodging him. And he's just gonna be able to take him down, melting him little by little over time. Who's up next? Is it going to be Kenderic potentially, or Taijutsu? Is that your name? That's so good. Kenderic or Chills, one of them gotta go. Or for the team 2, I don't even know if they'll get a chance to play, but I still want to introduce him. Iceberg, we got ourselves Sensei, the boy, we got ourselves way in the back, and we got Epic Morales. Or is it supposed to be Epic Morals? I'm not even sure. Taijutsu gonna be up next, which is Feed God. Picking up the eye to try to find the Feral. Trinket, Lex Tube. Feral has nothing for this except for a bark skin. So I guess it's enough. Normally that's not enough to deliver it, but they did end up changing the tuning on classes quite a bit from this expansion from the last one. Normally Barskin was like, okay, you're probably still gonna get super low, close to a touch of death, with a monk getting a full proper go at ya. But I think that's when Serenity was a button, and that was like a lot punchier with burst. Try to go for a stun, but looks like potentially just DR'd. Feed goes in, there goes a real stun. Does get a big bite. Taijutsu technically still has damage going and available karma to follow, so maybe he can reverse a lot of this bleed damage back at the Feral. He's trying to see if he can keep pressure on him, if he can just stop him from cloning. There goes the full clone. The dots as well as the karma damage still does end up hitting the Feral quite a bit, though he got plenty of healing to keep himself alive. And Taijutsu immediately backs up out of the behind the pillar, trying to see if he can catch up as much as possible. Feed God got a trinket back up, so he's not worried about an X sweep. And if anything, I don't think he even needs to do much. He needs to just pop bleeds on the guy and back up out of there. For Ty, unless he can remove those bleeds easily. And Monks used to have I think it used to be a glyph. I don't know if it's a talent anymore with Fort Brew removing bleeds, but I don't think he has it. I don't think he has it. Those bleeds are brutal. Big blind onto Chills. Feral goes in for Trinket. Hold on, if the Feral gets stunned up. Question is, does he have Bars can bear for him? Because he knows he can't go anywhere. He doesn't have tools to escape. Stunned on a form though. No, but it's a short stun. It is a very short stun. Silence to follow. Can't really respond. There goes the big Reaper. Chills taking him out. The Feral Druid chomped through and bit right through team 1. Quite a good portion of that team 2. With Sensei going to be up next versus Shield IBF as the Celestial Conduit is out and about for the Monk. Chills with immediate healing, disarm right after, so you can't go for death strikes. He's just trying to see if he can stay in place, and got himself the dome for all that nature damage, which Zoen does do actually quite a decent bit of nature damage too. Stunner to Sensei has a trinket and everything, but Chills just doesn't have the big damage to follow up. Summoning a ghoul real quick just to sacrifice to get in a bit of more health. Second stun right after, but he doesn't really have the damage to follow up though. I think he's just gonna have to watch out for his Pillar of Frost. Whenever that's up, I don't even know what that was, but whenever Pillar of Frost is up, he also got himself the executability Reaper's Mark, so he's got a lot of damage all together. If you can only combine the stun on top of it with Sensei, that'd be huge. Blind onto Sensei, looking for a proper stun, gonna get a trinket out of him for certain. There goes the trinket, trying to see if he can back up out of there. He's still got a Reaper's Mark on him. Eventually, it is going to proc for Chills and give him a free Burst to Obliterate with a big Scythe ability. But at least he doesn't have to combine that together with a Pillar on top of it. Disarm, right? Shield was trying to see if he could waddle over. No more trinket for Sensei, so if Chills can just survive until next stun, I don't know if you'll be able to. There goes the big Reaper Scythe, gets himself one hit, second hit, but he's super low on health, and that's going to be a quick touch of death. There isn't much you can do about it. With Kenderic charging him, got himself some movement. Sensei catching up a bit of healing, got himself perfect zonal ability with a big opener. Full bleeds are in. Sensei will not have a trinket for this one. Does have the karma to reverse those dots. If Kenderic cannot escape the karma, or at least mitigate that karma, that's a lot of potential damage. They're just being reversed back to you together with the conduit, able to get away from it quite well. I don't know if somebody caught you out in the open, but I think Sensei's just going to be able to take it. I'm not even sure what took him out there at the end, but he was able to take it. Picking up 3 for the Feral Druid, the cats and Sensei. The cat and the monk. Normally it'd be like the boy and his cat, but it's really the cat and the boy. The cat is the one leading that one. Dude, Pharaohs are nuts. They're so good. Like, the blades are back, baby. Let's get another one going. All right, who do we got? We got watch the stream, let me know. All right, Conan, sounds good, my man. Flex, do we have a 5-man? You're ready to queue? Beautiful. I gotta get Chills or Light queuing up next. Chills and Light Sword. Let me know if you guys are ready, like right now. And I'll have to flip a coin, queue versus Team Flex, and then we'll just like rotate the groups and stuff. That's about all I can do. We had to do the same thing over on the EU. You just flip a coin and then start rotating groups with 3 groups up. You ready? Okay, Chills, let me know if ready, and then I'll flip a coin. Or if he's not ready and search for more, I'll just get Light. Let me know if ready. Here we go. Now I have them both out here. I'll flip a coin, I'll do it on stream, okay? Coin flip. Alright, chat. Don't look at the results right now. We're just gonna do a proper coin flip in a second. I'll do, I don't know, heads, Light Sword, tails. Chills just goes up and down. Heads, tails. It'll be heads, it'll be Light. Okay, so I'll get Light in here next. 4. Okay, so Chills is gonna need extra bodies. He's gonna have this group listed under Molten Core. So if you find the group, if you want to queue up for NA, Molten Core it is. Okay, we ready to queue your team. Gonna queue Flex's team twice in a row. And hopefully we'll be able to queue Flex versus Light, and then Flex versus Chills. Rip, Flex, and Light Sword. 5. We did not grand, so we do Hook. Oh, Conan, yeah. Let me know the spot. No problem here. Chills got a spot. He is listed under Molten Core. Beautiful. Get my man Conan in here. Druids is grossly overtuned. Are they really? Man, going from Dragonflight where they were kind of like, I don't know if they were like amazing all of Dragonflight. I just remember them being like average. Very average, right? They weren't quite rogues or mages. They were like painfully average. So like they're shining, I guess. Yeah, they're pretty good. Those bleeds, man. Honestly, that's probably what they really wanted. Like, hey, you have a whole hero spec about big bleeds, so you could really get big bleed damage, right? The class fantasy is real in that regard. Switch. Got a bleed listing, dude. Feral Druids are doing quite a lot of damage. I am hoping it's not my favorite build for PvE content with the Wildstalker, but maybe like they'll be able to get some kind of like a big bleed build, and that could be really fun in raids or in dungeons, just like full dot gameplay, kind of like how Hellcaller Warlocks are a thing with big withers. That could be fun. Got ourselves epic ore for the team too. Did you know that when riding this mount when flying, for some reason you lose FPS just while flying? I don't know, maybe they fixed it. It's a gorgeous mount, but it was literally causing performance issues. I'm not even sure why. I think it's the animation, maybe. Maybe I know that people when flying had issues, but I don't know if like just moving on that thing has issues. Liar? I don't even know how to say your name. I guess Liar, Pants of Fire, immediately leaping out of Epic. Epic playing around with wings. I don't know if he's playing Wake of Ash wings or if he's just like a minute wings, but he's got himself quite a bit of damage. Liar having to go for a lasso, getting blasted out. Walls available, hammers are flying. The man got the entire tool shed and he's dropping it on the dude's head. Looks like he's playing for the normal single minute wings, not playing the Wake of Ash's wings. Liar trying to go for the zappers. Is he playing Tempest? Is that what he's trying to do? Trying to see if he can get himself those Tempest procs as Epic just continues to rampage through. Finally gives himself a breather. Hand of freedom to keep the man running. Liar finally go for a bit of self-healing. Got himself a knockback, but he needs to make sure to remove the Hand of Freedom as soon as he sees it. That Bulwark Totem was doing so much work. That is the hardest working totem in history of totems. It is so good. As an Epic trying to see if he could just slam down some damage onto that totem. Liar walking in. He's playing the double. He's got double ancestor. Granddaddy and granddaddy. Or granddaddy and granddaddy. Either way it worked, right? Grandpappy and grandpappy. What does that knock there for a second? As Epic got himself blended damage, Liar super low. If you got himself another big hammer, it's over, dude. That hammer. I've seen a lot of paladins starting to switch over slowly to Herald of the Sun, but that hammer is a lot of fun, man. It just stomps. It just stomps. I think it just lights, man. It just lights. He's knocking those lights out of him. Pally bringeth the light and Pally taking it away. With Flex gonna be up next, trying to see if he can get himself, I guess, a better angle here. Can he do it? Epic Morales charging in. Immediate steel trap catches him. Is it actually a steel trap or is it the but is this steel trap or is that still a button? Steel trap? Hold on a second. Now I'm starting to question. I don't think it is. I think it's Sentinel. Is that what that is? Because I think Sentinel has like an actual trap when you get hit. Like when you get hit for a portion of your health. He is Sentinel. That's why. You saw the little like arcane thing? You can't really see it. But he does have a Sentinel down. So if he can keep the Paladin in place, like stun him with a grenade and create a Sentinel Lunastorm, that could do a lot of damage from distance. That's how he's getting those steel traps. Is a Sentinel flanking, striking in, but it's going to be stunned by the Pally. Big damage to follow up. He does have him in a Lunastorm. It is attacking him from the sky. You can't really see the owl, but it's there. It's an invisible owl, but trust me, it is there. That's what's attacking him right now. Epic taking lots of hits, but it's got plenty of heat to bring to DJ. Does he have the big hammer right now, though? Looks like he doesn't. Back it up out for a second. Trying not to hang behind the pillar, because he'll just be setting in a Luna Shower and almost gets Flex low, but Flexing does survive as he deals damage, putting on a Sentinel debuff on the target. It also creates a shield for him that allows him to get a little bit more of that do damage in order to generate a shield kind of survivability. Going behind the pillar, hold on a second. Manic bandages, you guys were not there for EU. Go buy actual bandages from the auction house. They heal for a ton. So if you want to have an easy reset in duels, buy actual bandages from the auction house. I'm not even kidding you. On EU, there was a rogue. Of course, like a rogue would find something cheesy, right? But a rogue was able to basically go from like 25% health to 100 if he's able to go behind the pillar. No! That is the worst part where you're being a rogue. He's slipping. He's sliding. Oh, quick stunner right after. Does break out of it very quickly with the human racial. We're trying to go for a big old killing spree. DJ cannot avoid it. But he doesn't take as much damage from the killing spree. Quick medic bandages, so he's got a bit of a heal. I promise you. That auction house medic bandage is just a second time. Oh, dude. As a rogue, this is where, like, that's where whenever you get hit by a freezing trap, as you have a go, that's like the internal screaming. Every single time. The internal screaming moment, dude. It's a monologue of just screaming. As Flex tried to see if he can get his way around but the man just not let him go anywhere. He's stuck in place. Trying to see if a body shot maybe will create some space between the two. Harpooning in. If he can find a way to hold the rogue in place, but the killing spree doesn't let him go anywhere. Flex is not in a great spot. And I don't think, no, you can no longer go through the turtle by cleaving off of the pet. That used to be a thing. Freezing trap around the corner. Rogue swings around far side. Does end up running into it, I think, because of the coup de grace, which automatically charges him. Finally, the rogue is frozen a little bit. And Flex is not in a great spot. Does go for the stun as the rogue goes for a step. If the rogue has no more mobility, no, he gets a grapple hook, so he's fine. Blind to follow. Cheap shot right after. Trinket out of Flex in order to keep himself moving into a tar trip to separate from the rogue. Another harpoon. But he keeps closing the gap with the rogue, which I don't think he wants to do. He just needs to max range him. Trying to go for that chimeric poison. Eventually it's going to slow down the rogue and reduce some of the damage he does, as well as it's healing. Get a shot, but it's super the yard. I think Flexing does take it. Oh, the little bit of damage he needed, he does bring it back. I honestly thought the rogue was going to be able to put a lot of pressure and just keep Flexing from being able to heal at all. Yep. Same thing happened to the rogue too. He goes in for a big old kick. Or I guess he was trying to go for a big whirlwind around him, but the freezing trap stops you halfway through. Does catch Flexing in a stun. Big old celestial conduit damage. Does get himself a steel trap, but yeah, touch of death. No steel trap, scatter shot. But a touch of death, not much you can do. Anabolismo? Anabolismo. Is that right? Annabelle? I don't even know, dude. I don't even know. Anabolismo is gonna be up next. Full in-cap by the Monkus as he backs up out of them. Annabelle slowly walking over there. Can't do much. That's gonna be a quick disable by the monk to slow him down a little bit, which is unfortunate. 30% dampening. As Sensei does not really have much to work with here. No trinket for a while, so it could be a lockdown in a moment. Try to see if you can get some pressure. Roll into Anabolismo, knocking him up in the air with that whirling Dragon Punch, which stops the Paladin from going anywhere, but a shield of it is keeping him plenty of life. Still burning a trinket either way, though. Did not feel comfortable in that stun. That is going to be a bunch of celestial procs for Zuen, or for Sensei right now. He needs a Zuen proc. He needs like all these celestials proc. He really needs a cooldown reduction on that Yulon proc. With that, what's it called? Thunderfist. If he can get that together, that could be massive. Knock up again onto Anabolismo. Maybe look at... No, he laid on hands. He doesn't have immunity. He might have put himself up in an unwinnable position. Blind on the Sensei. He has no health whatsoever. Trying to catch up whatever healing he can. Going for a quick clash just to close that gap. And a wall. And does go in for a big old blackout kick. Blast Magic going to be up next immediately. Charging at Sensei. Not giving him a chance to catch a breath. Lay on hands is a good move. But at this high of a dampening, 35-36% is when he used it. That is going to be rough. There's not much you can do in that situation. With Sensei going in for a bit of that Celestial Conduit, got him some defenses. As Blast Magic, try to see if he can live up to the name of Blast Magic into the guy. Full Celestials are in. Yulon joins in as well. That's going to give him massive cooldown reduction for his major abilities, but cannot commit on those at all. He should have them available. But if the mage could just kite him out, got him so big beam, looking for a reversal into a quick interrupt, locking him out of a frost. Blast Magic has plenty of survivability, does not need to block this whatsoever. But since I seen the mage running out, he's like, you know what, I'm gonna peel back. Hit him with a slow, I'll peel back, make it that much more difficult for him to chase after me. He's either gonna have to overcommit on mobility and chase after me, or he's gonna hang out on his side while I'm gonna recover some healing here. 40% dampening though, and the mage is in combat. His elemental keeps continuing to attack and Sensei, who's able to at least get a bit of recovery, but Blast Magic cannot get recovery at all. Trying to go for invis. Ring of Peace. He's still invisible. Oh, hold on. Sensei thought, okay, maybe I missed him. No big deal. I'm just gonna look for him, maybe pick up the eye. Blast Magic is just like, quiet, hold your breath. And just try to, well, how long does this invis last? He's literally gonna go to the anime team room and just try to sit down for food. Holy! Wait, Sensei! He's like, wait, hold on. Is that our mage or is that their mage? Wait, it's both mages. Hold on a second. I can't let him eat right now. Quick leg sweep. Ice block immediately for Blast Magic. That is a pretty big defensive. Question is though, does the mage have enough to reverse it here? Because Sensei, he's in a good spot. He's got both trinkets, so you can human racial or I guess normal trinket in case he needs to. He's got Karma, he's got Diffuse, Clash with a big old Celestial Conduit. That's going to be reversal for Blast Magic, locking him out of Frost. Can maybe go for a second block, but he just used it. Hypothermia is going to deny him the block, knocking him up in the air so he can't go anywhere. Missing the breath, and Sensei taking him out. He just needs one more. And the last one is going to be restrained. Can he restrain Sensei's victory here? Can he slow it down? Can he put him in some shackles real quick here? Because this man is getting away with absolute murder on the dueling arena. He's getting away with it on the stage. Also fantastic mount, by the way. Restrained. Are you playing Ice Swap? Might have been playing Ice Swap. That's unfortunate because there's no one to swap to. Unless he can, like, you know, keep his health at 100% and swap it with Sensei, put it down to 0. That could work, maybe, possibly. Could you used to be able to mind control somebody and then light swap them? Wasn't that a thing? Retreat, unless you disperse, he just dispersed already. Never mind, I think it just might be over. Holy, Sensei so far has gone through such a hell of a game. At that point, I was just like, I think the game is in his pocket because monks are pretty tough to deal with as a caster, like if you're not sure exactly what to do, especially like as Shadow Priest, right? Anytime Shadow Priest gets ramped up, the monk just escapes. Like Houdini disappears. They just don't really need to fight the guy. Let's get us another going. Chills, let me know if you're ready. We'll get you versus Flexing going up next. Because Light Sword, his team got to play twice now, so we will get the other team going. Other than custom, they are listed under Molten Core. Here we go. Yeah, so Conan still needs to find them. They're listed on the Molten Core. So if you look at Molten Core, yep, your team goes again versus Chills. Yeah, so if you find the group under Molten Core, you'll see Q5 1s under Chill Pills Storm Rage. Yeah, just look us up another Molten Core. Playing Shadow Priest just to pain and suffering, playing the X-Mech, anything else. You would think that this will be the expansion. Whereas the Shadow Priest is like, oh, you know, Xalatath, big Voidy expansion. This is going to be the day of the Shadow Priest. I think you guys might have to wait until midnight to be OP. You know what I mean? Every class is OP at some point, but Priest may have to wait. That being said, Priest started off kind of like potentially really strong with like the Void Weaver hero talent and how fun it was. Everybody was like, wow, if this is tuned correctly, this could be really fun, right? You have Void Torrent that lets you move, and you have this big black hole that follows things that explodes and it does a lot of damage. And then they started tuning stuff and it was like, okay, it's kind of all right. It's not super well tuned. It's okay. And then they started buffing Archon a little bit and it's like, that's cool, but like, it is effective. It's just like a very PvE hero spec, it feels like. It's just, yeah, it's gonna be definitely pretty tough, man. Wanted to ask about Legacy Raid and Emergency Mythic. Is it still hard? Yes, it would still be kind of difficult even with all the new gear. I mean, it will be easier from like, you have more health perspective, but it wouldn't be like a walk in a park or anything like that. You know what I mean? I saw I was leveling using that ability. Yeah, top it as a take. It is fun. I gotta try Prot Pally on that, but I was Ret Pally with that. Yeah, apparently Paladin's a bug. If you're playing Hammer, apparently it lets you use Hammer multiple times. But don't say anything to nobody, you know, just keep the fun to yourself. You know what I mean? Night King and Rip Flex 5. We'll send you guys into like a, not a big arena. Oh man, what's a good arena? Like big, but also not too big. I want to do Tigers. Would Tigers be better? I'm gonna send you guys to Tigers Peak. I'm gonna do Tigers Peak. Smouch, what's up, my man? NA or EU? It is NA for the day. EU is Friday. NA is Saturdays. Yeah, Smouch. If you're back Friday next week, we'll be doing them on EU. Or like if you join our Discord, I usually announce like when the streams are up. I do post an announcement every time I'm up, but like, you know, if you're not annoyed by like a @everybody tag once in a while. Yeah, I posted this if you want to keep up with all of those things. Yeah, that's like the best place to, like, if you just want to get a notification. Yeah, let's go, dude. Let's go. EU started off strong last week. I legit want to heal from playing priest. That's mentally draining spec over here. Went to healing from playing shadow as priest. That's how mentally draining it is. Healing priests are pretty fun. I actually like disc priests a lot. I've always enjoyed it. Switch. Got ourselves hopefully 5 on team 1, but team 2 is ready to go. We got ourselves a smog switch. I like it. I hate the mask on Torrent because you see the little snout in the mouth. It's almost like you get eaten by a beast or something. But I like the mask. Like if you just ignore the fact that it's a Torrent mouth inside of that mouth, I think it fits really well. It just fits weird on Torrent. We got ourselves on Blazemo with Blast Magic, DJ Flex, Liar, and Restraint going to be first up versus Chill Pills. Immediately going in as Unholy DK. Switching up the Mog too, man. Not only is it switching up the spec, but also the Mog to match the spec, and I kind of love it. I love that feel. He just looks like one of the riders of the apocalypse, like just a faceless rider. Restraint under a ton of pressure. Void Torrent, if he gets interrupted, he doesn't even disperse. Chills was already able to get that out of him immediately with a full army A-bomb drop. Not even army, just A-bomb drop. Liar up next, going in for Primordial. Get himself the Skyfear Totem together with Primordial. It's interesting how they decided to combine those two abilities together, the Skykeeper Totem and Primordial. I guess it's nice because it's a passive. But like if you're playing like a lightning bolt build, not a lava build, you kind of have to pick up the button just for that build either way. But I guess like you're still gonna play lava in most cases, right? Big grip. Does Liar have a setup here? He has no wall. Actually used up all the defenses pretty early on, and Chilpa's able to cleave right through him. For Liar, he technically has a lot of roots and displacement. He got Ascendance. Maybe he can make some work off of this. Maybe he can just burn through the AMS, but with a Bulwark Totem, able to hold himself afloat here just a little longer. Chilpa has to break through a shield. He's got plenty of procs, plenty of damage. Even as separated from the army of the undeads, he's still clawing through those shields of Liar, just weaving in and out, almost gotta play like a ranged melee type of class, just letting those ranged abilities do work. Liar tried to get out of there, he's just gonna pull him in, trying to make sure he doesn't get line of sight, slowing him down immediately. If he can get some procs of the death calls, he'll be golden. He's just in a pretty weird spot, can't even melee the guy at all. Roots, as the pets are actually getting stopped up for a second, does get the kick Liar around the corner. I think it's just gonna be lights, right? There's just nothing you can do at the end of it with Annibalismo not giving Chills a second hero to catch a breather. Chills, I don't know if you have like a big death strike ready. AMS ahead before the Hodge is able to avoid it completely. Unless Annibalismo did not drop down, a Hodge is going to be a stun. Full army blind, just let the pet surround the guy for a second. Drop it in Death to Decay. And Chills maybe looking at a potentially more defensive cool. The drop it in a dome is going to help him with a lot of that magic damage. That's a lot of that Herald of the Sun holy damage, dot damage that he can help deal with. Man does need a bubble here. No laying on hands this time. Make sure you bubble. Make sure you bubble. You're still so low. He can just get you into single global. You're still so low. Why would this guy is just playing with fire, dude? Better have his finger ready on the bubble button. As soon as he gets hit, War Stomp. You get proc. Lay on hands! This man really wants to make lay on hands work. At least he's using it while dampening is only 10%. Last time he used lay on hands, I was like, no, dampening super high. He's trying to see if he can make a play. For Chilpas, this is an opportunity that he gets himself the army spawning in, or at least the mages. That adds extra damage. Does he have a bubble? Quick stun. That is a full army, actually. Never mind. Double mages? Is this enough? He needs an immunity. He needs the immunity. Shield of Vengeance. He's just really playing with fire right now. Blind that it shows he sees that his health is not in a great spot. He'd rather play a bit of a slower game versus Anna. He's gonna group him really quickly as the Shield of Vengeance break. Does he bubble it? Or you get a proc. You need a big proc. You need a big crit or something. He's barely keeping himself alive there. It's a full blessing of protection. He has... Okay, if this blessing of protection pays off, because like you got a Magus attacking you from the back, that glowing shadows can go right through you like butter, like knife through butter. Oh my god! Wait, he already bubbled something. Apparently he already bubbled something. I am not sure when he bubbled. I am actually not sure when he bubbled. So never mind. When he bopped, it's literally his like last defense. He bubbled something earlier. I am not sure when he bubbled. I am actually not sure when he bubbled. Now I'm trying to now I need to double check because he did press all those buttons. For some reason I thought he was saving the bubble for later. I didn't even look at the buffs on the top right. I didn't even see a glow ever. As Blast Magic gonna be up next. Try to see if he can drop down and mix of fire and frost. But Chillpill's got plenty of damage. Great angle, full army. Forcing the mana to quick block. I didn't see bubble either. Yeah. He lined on I saw him lay on hands. That was a big flashlight above his head. Like a big Eureka light bulb. We saw the bop. I never saw the bubble, but he's on cooldown. He did press it, and that's gonna be big damage onto the mage. As Chillpill's just taking names. He's got the momentum, and he is rolling while he's got it. Flex is gonna be up next. Trying to get a stun on Chillpill's immediate IBF, or putting back to him just to keep rooted, but a big rip pulls him back in, and he's trying to see if he can maybe kite him out. Big knockback on the Chills, but he's gonna group him right back in there. Wall out of Flex, just trying to see if he can create some space. He's got himself the Eagle ability just so he can get some distance and keep doing damage to Chills. Chills gets super low. Trying to see if he can get himself even more undead summoned up. Might be enough right here, potentially, if he can just live long enough. Those undeads could do a lot of work. Magus has the line of sight on the guy. He is away from the, as long as he doesn't stay in the lunar ability. What is it? The lunar storm ability? Lunar shower? He's gonna be just fine. That's all he's gotta do. Getting Flex stunned up, rooted out. He's just trying to cut him out. AMS may help him out a little bit against some of that explosive damage, like the grenades and explosive shots. That's about it. Quick blind. Unless he has a stun. He got a full burst though. Hold on. He got the army full burst. Flex has no health right now. He just leaves. Oh no. That was just an absolute rollover. Should have been 5, but it's 4. Look at the damage, man. The Unholy just runs in there, tearing these boys apart. Well done. I still do gotta go look back and find out when the man bubbled. Because maybe he bubbled, but like the animation didn't go off. I think. Because I'm still hung up with that. I'm not gonna lie. All right, Light, Chills. Let me know if you boys are ready. Let me know if ready. Let me know if ready. Your team can be up next. Ready? Beautiful. As soon as Chills gives me the go ahead. Is it working? Ready. Beautiful. I'll just go right now. Well, and Flex, let me know if you still gonna... Looks like he's still putting a group together. Beautiful. Light sword. 5. What am I gonna send you guys to? Rook, Black Rook hold. Black Rook hold next. Ash sneaks in. Put the group up already. Wait, are you in the group with Light? Yo, let's get you guys going. If that's you. Yeah. And then after this, Light gets to play against Flex. What if I say ready again? Okay, dope. Okay, dope. I can have you play next one. So Chills versus Light now, then you versus Light, and then you versus Chills again. Beautiful. So basically you get to play 2 games in a row and then you sit. You get to play 2 games in a row and then you sit. Right? That's how we're gonna do this. So you got plenty of play, and then if you need to swap somebody out, you can do it while you're sitting. But this is the only order we can do it, so if people are constantly playing, right? And everybody gets an even time to play. Which? But Chilpus versus Sensei, they're both playing right now. Yeah, Chills versus Sensei's group are in right now. Yep. We got ourselves Epic Morales over for the team too. We got Feed God, Iceberg in. Iceberg never got a chance to play. Lucky in those kicks, man. We got Sensei in the team, as well as we're the lead of the group. Immediately going to be Taijutsu versus Iceberg. Hit him with an incap, but a knockback out of the mage. I am wondering. It is a Frost Mage. I was going to say, I am wondering. Actually, I don't even need to wonder what kind of build he's got going on. I don't even need to wonder. I even like his weapon. Look at that. It's got the Frostfire weapon, Frostfire look to it. I'm a big fan of it. Ice block just to break out of the karma. Wait, Taijutsu doesn't even have a chance. Wait a second. He just got him knocked. I guess all the rolls out of the way, rooted the guy. Didn't even give him a moment. Knocked him back. He's just stuck. A karma, immediate block, break out of it, and just keep pelting him with ice. Frost Mages, man. Wait, Gambit is going to be next. I thought it was where Frost Mages got quote-unquote nerfed. Big meteor coming down into Gambit, though. He does get hit with those shatters. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't think he meant to hit his Ellie. He's, for some reason, his elemental took that entire killing spree. That is very unfortunate. Iceberg does have ultras. He's perfectly fine. Outlaw ramping up with a bit of damage, but he's got him fully rooted out. Full flurries available and everything. As it's going to be roll out of the rogue, catching the rogue, and a Nova, more shatters to follow. Just continued to run circles around the guy. Got himself some ambushes in, but getting caught in the ring of fire. Got himself that, what is it, the Blade Rush? I haven't used Blade Rush in a second here. Did a hot second, but with lances and spikes and a little comet at the end. Not much you could do. Immediately hitting shows with a slow. You guys do have a slow, apparently. I thought they removed the slow as a talent, but maybe I'm wrong. Immediate stun into Iceberg, maybe looking for a block right here. That is a lot of damage ramped up by chills, especially as he gets those Death Coil sudden doom procs, because those got a little bit more aggressive than before. No, wait, hold on. I was gonna say for a second, his chills just DC, that would have been the worst right now. Hold on a second. Iceberg tried to catch a little bit of cooldown reduction, and I think it's gonna be alter, right? I'm trying to, yeah, there's an alter, so he's got an image, so he can at least reverse some of the damage. Not like he took a lot. Not like he took a lot, so he's kind of back to where he was. Not really even that far away from chills. Trying to see if he can drop a meteor on the guy. Does get to a wooded, dropping down a breath with a ring of fire. It does end up catching chills in the ring of fire, but while in a dome, he's probably the safest here, so he's kind of stuck in place. He's in a safe spot, but also in a bit of a danger spot as well. Kicking on one frost right now, which is perfect. Got a bit of that damage. I think he takes it. Oh, it does get super, super low, but does take it with Sensei immediately charging out of Chilpas, disarming the guy. He's got an IBF, maybe a death pack, and that's about all he's got defensively. Knocked up in the air, kind of limited what he could do. Quick blind and looking to escape. He got himself the Lichborn, maybe a little bit of resources in order to start recovering health. Does go for sacrifice on the pet by the looks of it. And he's going to just try to see if he can maybe buy himself a bit of time. Chills, I think, is going to have to play for a bit of a longer game to get his cooldowns back. He needs the army. He needs a lot of offensive power in order to be able to force Sensei. And the Monk, I think, prefers the consistent gameplay here. Consistent damage. He actually revels in combat right now. IBF out of Chills, knocked up in the air, can't go anywhere. You can only just try to see if you can bolster yourself and tank up. Quick AMS, got himself the army. Maybe someone you can make it work here. That's going to be the pet charging in into a full stunner onto Sensei. Disarmed, but the DK doesn't really need much. He just got himself even more summons of Maguses dropping in. If he can keep the Monk out in the open with those Maguses attacking him, that could be huge. But the knock up on the Maguses, hold on, it disrupts him. One Magus still up in the air, one still active, with one of the riders Joy and Chills, and maybe that could be a bit of damage. Got himself a bit of movement, trying to avoid Sensei's damage, but he needs to basically back away when Sensei does damage and then get back in. He can't let Sensei chill behind the pillar and recover, and that's going to be a blind off of that karma. Chills is again under a ton of pressure. He has AMS coming back up very soon, if not up right now. Deathback potentially, but if he puts Deathback up right now, for Sensei, that's just like a welcome mat rolling out. That's an opportunity. Hey, I can't heal. Go ahead and finish me off. At least there's no more karma. If he can get Sensei's health low enough and put him on the defensive, then he might be able to. Has to go for a deathback a little bit early. But again, invite Sensei to get even more hyper aggressive. Quick knockup. Both are super low. And a touch of death, but he's so low himself. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Wait. Got him NDC. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Sensei dropping down a ring. Hopefully Nerf Feral? Wait, his name is actually Nerf Feral. Oh, he's wearing the OG set. Oh, I cannot wait for the OG set to get a new remodel, man. And with Sensei left with nothing, Chills definitely gave him a hell of a run, and Kineric able just to rip in a couple of bleeds. Take him out. Feed got up next. Kineric, at least in bear form, no more trinket, so he's not in a great spot. Has to play defensively off the get-go, with Feral God getting that, oh wait, Feed God. Feed God. I want to make sure I get the name right, but Feed God immediately ripping those dots in. Kinetic at least can do a bit of healing, but if Feed keeps going in for openers into full bleeds, eventually he's just going to keep winning out on a game. Kinetic at some point needs to reverse it, may need to go for defenses really early. He still has Heart of the Wild. He may have to activate it really early with Bear Form. Heart of the Wild, Bear Form, and start healing as much as possible. Feed, though, can just continue the pressure. Kinetic is not in a great spot unless he can stun the guy and catch himself a breather. And if you just don't give him a chance, an opportunity, there isn't much you can do. With Nerf Paloplis, Nerf Feral, please. I got your name wrong completely. Completely messed up your name. Trying to get himself a proper go. Is it a destruction? It is a destro. Is he a Diabolist or is he a Wither Warlock? That is the question, actually. He is a Diabolist. No, he is a Hellcaller. Normally you see like big demon horns, but he's got antlers, so you can't really see those demonic horns on him all that well. But you do see him being all covered in shadow, so he has a little bit more damage over time and quite a lot of haze behind it. Feed got taken quite a bit of damage though. Those Infernos are not feeling good, a little bit too hot for comfort. And Feral, please. Actually, a pretty good matchup. He's fighting a Feral right now. So I guess it's going to be a question. If he beats a Feral, then he is the walking Feral nerf. If he dies to a Feral, then I guess his name is pretty justified to some degree. Some may say name is justified. Bash onto Nerf Feral, got himself a Mortal Coil to follow. Not a lot of defense. Skull Bash interrupting the fear. Does get himself a port to back up out of there for a second. Getting a few instant casts here and there, but the Feral with the dots, big old bite, gets the guy super low. No health left whatsoever. Fear does nothing. Trying to go for a bowl, but the blades have already set in. That is just a ton of pressure to deal with, both from Iceberg as well as Feed God. That is great to see, man. Let's get us another one going, yeah? Get another one. And Torrent Pally just is this in the stream? What do you mean? Red doesn't have consecration anymore. Oh yeah, well, Paladin, okay, if you are confused where rep consecration is, it's now tied to Blades of Justice. It's like, it used to be a talent back in the day, and they just made it a passive. Like, Reds are not going to use consecration as a button, so they were like, all right, we'll just tie it to Blades of Justice. But yeah, not having like a proper consecration that you can just place whatever you want to, like anti-stealth mechanic, I think it's something you like, oh, normally it's like, I don't think I'm going to miss it. And it's like, when you remove it, it's like, oh wait, now I miss it. As Matt at the starting area, DK Pets almost killed me. Oh no. Oh no. All right, Flex. Where you at? Oh no. I can help after that, after when they need +1 friend. Okay, so Conan still needs a spot. Versus Light. Okay, team ready? Light, it will be your team next. Team ready? Pretty sure, right? Because I told the new versus Light and the new versus Chills. Okay, cool. So they're ready too. Need +3. Okay, so Light actually needs a bunch. Okay, I can help. I can help. Help, invite. I'll get Conan and we'll list the group and all that other stuff. So Flex, I'll need to give you'll need to give me a second here, my guy. Other team needs a few seconds. Oh, you already got it listed. Hell yeah. Okay, so what I'll do is this. I'll invite Conan to get him in here. And then Conan will be part of this group. And we'll need to get a couple more over on this team. Alright, Chills, let me know if your team is ready. We could do you versus Flex instead. Yeah. We could do it like this, like almost reverse it. So it'd be Flex versus Chills, then Flex versus Light. We could do it like that. You got 5? Okay, cool. Alright, so I'm gonna queue up. I'm gonna queue Chills v Flex. You guys got a group listed though. They need a couple of more, so if you boys want to join us over for the Team NA, they're listed on the Molten Core on the Dalaran 5V5 1v1 Duels. So, yeah, join them. Alrighty, where will be the lead of the group? Cool, I'm gonna dip so we can get the other game going. Thanks, no problem. We'll get them listed right now. Rip Flex and Night King 5. What maps have we not done? We got on Hook, we done Rook, we done not Dalaran Sewers, so we'll go there. and we'll go back to Flex versus Light. FMP was busted, lol, play majority season 3 and season 4, stop coping. Was it actually? So another Feral were not great in 1v1s, but I don't know if Feral were good in like a comp base, because I know sometimes a class could be like pretty bad on its own, but like in a comp it could be really good, like Shatterpiece. But Dal, if you step foot, I'm coming for you. But I'll make sure to ape Feral for you. This will work. Dal, if you step foot, I'm coming for you. Step foot in the arena, like in duels or in arena. Bro, come at me, man. I want to see. I want to play against you or with you, either one. I'd love to meet some of you guys out when queuing. Hell yeah. Blizz dropped the nerf hammer. I'm sure there's going to be like a bunch of nerfs happening with season 1 launch. I'm sure they'll announce something over the weekend too. But there's probably going to be another big set of nerfs after the first week, like the heroic week. I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of new stuff. Dallas Rogue, man's to goated. Dallas Rogue? Dallas Rogue or Dallas? I don't remember Dallas, unless it's another guy. I bet Afi will dominate. Afi is probably going to be pretty good. With Hellcaller, I feel like we're going to see quite a bit of Afflictions ban to Twitch. Although apparently they're all playing Soul Harvester, but I feel like that uniqueness of Hellcaller with dot damage is probably going to be huge. Blast Magic immediately getting ripped apart by Kaderic while I'm talking about some Warlock shenanigans. Is that Ultra? That's Ultra late. That's just a Feral opener. Just a casual Feral Druid opener. That's the cast, man. Just a casual Feral opener. And Blast Magic, like, said it down, like, I gotta get food, but he's got thorned in his sights. He might just be looking at a block here. I'm not even kidding. He might just set the block. Held out, Kaderic. If it kicks him, kick them on a Arcane, not on Frost. You can block. There we go. Oh, man. Oh, man. Blast Magic trying to see if he can get himself an out here. Canary hit with the touch of the magic. Blast though, I don't know. Can you blast hard enough right now? Because I feel like it's just like the win is in Feral's court. The ball is in Feral's court. It's really up to him whenever to win this duel, but for blast, I don't know, man. No more block. He's got to get himself the perfect go, man. Feral not a PL away, yo. Ferals are very, very strong. I guess we'll find out pretty early on, like if they're, because I don't like to use the word OP, right? I don't like to throw it around. Those were the young Dal days, but I mean, Blast Magic has nowhere to go, right? Just he lives by the bleeds and dies by the bleeds. He's trying to steal buffs from the guy. Like, can he steal maybe like a survivability buff? Can I steal a bleed buff? Whatever this man's got going on, I want to steal his secrets. Whatever he's got, I want it. With Sister gonna be up next. What a fantastic name. Are you a dwarf? No, you're a human. Okay. As the man trying to see if he catch up to Caneric, man's got Barskin hoping to catch himself a reset. I don't know why Sister is. What is happening? This man is blinking all over the place. Is it just like the monks way too fast to desync or something? Trying to get some bites in, trinket for trinket right now. Both are burned into a root. Sister trying to see if he can get himself some kind of a setup, but the root stopping him in place. Was trying to see if he can maybe whirl and Dragon Punch, but maybe a little too early. Quick stunner by Canary. Karma to follow. If you got the biggest dots on him, and you can reverse it with a Karma. Put enough pressure back at the Feral. He just dies to his own dots. Therefore, maybe they'll give him enough survivability. He's got movement, got power shifting, so he can at least get away from slows. Got himself a bit of survivability. Sister at some point just has to stop it and start verifying. This potentially gonna let Canary catch the reset, which is not what you want to see out of a Feral Druid. Fully dotted up, and if he just keeps you dotted with a root to follow him, I mean, you're just gonna melt little by little. At least he's got some healing to counteract this a little bit. Could technically port back. I don't know if he misses opportunity, but you could have ported back to deny Caneric a re-stealth, because that's just gonna be another rake stun, another full set of bleeds, potentially a root, and then he just walks away from it. You know what I mean? Quick stunner, big damage, big dots, even a Moonfire, Lexium reversal, maybe for system, maybe he can make something happen. But Caneric, all he's got to do is just let the dots work. He just got to let those dots work. He just needs to run away. He doesn't actually need to fight him. Let those dots stick. He's got the bulk of his damage. Just shove the guy over to the side with an Ursus. He just needs to walk up out of there. That's all he needs. Evoker far beyond Fury IMO when it comes to threes. Is that like, I guess Fury would be the barometer of like how strong they are. So you think beyond Fury? Or is it like beyond furious? Like angry? What is it supposed to be? Zuan out of a sister. as Derek trying to get out of there. Your name is still a lose, bro. Oh, wait, hold on. Running Dragon Punch, knock him on the Feral. Does he have an escape? He doesn't have Heart of the Wild. Got a little bit of bear, but low. Hold on a second. I think it might just take him. He just needs to close the gap. Ring of Peace. Oh, he just dodges it. Hold on a second. Oh, wait a second. No. Try to leg sweep. He does miss the leg sweep. Wait a second. He just hits one good hit. Generic with a melt. Catches some reset. He still got Image's trick and a follow. Does take it. Oh, took him a second. But he does do it with Gambit charging out. Giving Sister a bit of a breather here. Hitting him with a sap. At the very least, you know now the Sister does not have any bleeds on him, because that sap was falling through. Mr. Fury cannot quite catch the rogue with a killing spree, and that's just a couple of ambushes into a pistol shot with a Red Pally immediately catches the guy. That waste, by the way, is just a proc, and it's like randomly attached to the rogue because it just like attaches Dawn Light to 5 players randomly, I think, friends and foes. So I don't think he like meant to like immediately put him in a combat and hit him. I think it's just like, oh, Wigs proc. I guess I'm next. I think he was next in the order, but it's just funny because even if it wasn't next, Gambit would have been like, now I'm in combat, and the Paladin is the one got me. Oh, almost gets a step, but I think it was running maybe a little bit too fast to try to juke him. Blazing Protection is down for the Paladin though. As you're trying to get yourself back-to-back procs with those hidden blades. Hold on a second. If you can get more of those procs, you might be alright. Gambit at left with no health whatsoever. Killing Spree building it back up. So you can go for another big Killing Spree. Potentially big damage. Killing Spree helping delay some of the damage he took during that spree. But he still dotted. Got himself a big grapple. And oh, the big old bonk on the head though when you're throwing that execute hammer. He just goes flying. Not much you can do there. Chill's going to be up next. Immediate blind onto Annibalismo. Got himself a stun, potentially locking him. There goes the bubble. This time we saw it, chat. This time we saw the bubble. It's definitely there. This time it definitely was there. As Feral Druid, as Chill's gripping the guy back in. I feel like anytime I'm seeing any class that is dangerous, I'm now thinking of like, oh, Feral Druid. I was gonna say, Chill's is a pretty good spot, full cooldowns, pretty dangerous, and it's just like my brain defaulted to Feral Druid. As Anna, he doesn't have anywhere to go. He only got a bop, maybe a trinket, lay on hands potentially, but look at the damage on Chills. And the man's he's trying to fight, but the execute follows through. He does build up a bit of damage, though, leaving Triples a little bit under duress here, especially with Flex charging at him with a quick stun. Chills does have technically an IBF. It needs just a little bit of healing, or that, or it needs some kind of a setup to put Flex on a defensive. But the guy is just going to run circles around him. That is the plight of a survival hunter. Quick root onto the guy with the fact that you're actually utilizing that root and following damage off of those roots off of Sentinel, especially since it's just a proc root. I'm actually kind of impressed. I'm actually impressed. Grip at the pet end, blind with the Flex. Maybe he can make some damage happen. He does have cooldowns coming back up. I don't know if he can go for a proper stun. He just needs to find a way to keep Flex next to him. Death and Decay, slowing the guy down a little. This is going to be IBF, break it out, got himself a bit of healing, maybe a stun. If you can lock him down with a stun, he might be able to do it. He has no health left, he can't really heal. He just need to lock down, looking to cleave the pet. Wait, you were attacking the pet while cleaving the hunter? Is that what happened? It should have looked like he would just like looking at the pet, not at the hunter himself. I think he just literally cleaved him in crossfire. Lava burst off of this, just has no health whatsoever. Maybe AMS coming back up, but Liar, if he just plays his cards right, he should be able to take him. Chills does have a quick kick, but trying to see if you can maybe ramp up a stun. Should be able to catch him in a block of ice here. Earth Shocks, just need a couple more instant cast procs is all he's got. Chills does have some damage with an AMS. Hold on, Liar, you may actually be in trouble. You may need some defenses. Silence, he at least just pre-dropped the totem. Got himself a bit of damage. Ascendance is up. If you got a bunch of procs, you might be alright. Hold on a second, maybe Chills turns it around quick, blind to follow. He has himself Earth Alley and everything. Execute does nothing. But he does catch a kill, but Execute ability does nothing. We watched it right now. That Execute button for Death Knights used to do quite a bit of damage. The guy was at low health. It popped, it did nothing. It actually did nothing. I'm hoping you're not actually applying those executes like Natty on the target. I'm hoping it's like the proc from the not Harvester. So from the Deathbringer. Because it feels like it does no damage whatsoever. Let's see if we can get us this another group going, yeah? Let me see if Light has got himself 5 man. we can get them versus Rip Flex, because those two never got to duel each other. Duels 40. Not yet. Pharaohs are healing more than Elia heads. Possibly. Yeah, Soul Reaper does 0 damage. I actually agree with you on that. It actually does nothing. Recently +2. Okay, let me search for 2 more. Let me see if I can get them +2 over for the team light. Go through some of the names that we haven't seen. If you guys want to join, the group is listed over under Molten Core. If you want to join in, we need 2 more. Otherwise, we need. What else can I invite? Kargath? Let me see. Hey, wanna join some? See if we'll be down for it. What's this? Season prep alley compared to 3. Oh yeah. Probably should be worth leveling as that. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I'll start messing around in prep alley. I was just gonna play Red. EU. Today is NA. Friday EU. Saturday is NA. And then Chill said. So Chills might be done for the night, actually. He said he's going out to get food. Okay, if Chills is done for the night, what we could do is we take homies from Team Chills that are still interested in playing. For like 15 minutes. Okay. Sounds good. So what we could do is we can consolidate, unless like that team is just gonna chill. If you guys wanna, if you're a part of Team Chills, he's going out to get food real quick. If you want to join this team with Light to Phil, we could maybe then bring in Chills after a couple of rounds, yeah? Like consolidated from 3 teams up to 2 teams. I got lead now. Are you in the group, Bob? Alright, we got Nerf Pharaoh, please. I mean, you know, +1. Hell yeah. You know, uno mas. So if you guys want to join us, more than welcome to. Is Nidalee playing? Most. Is that supposed to be like most? Or is that supposed to be like a weird way to spell moist? I am now questioning. Nidalee? Nidalee? Yeah, I gotta ask her about that later, dude. Is that like a different way to spell moist? Just without the I? Or is that for maybe good in duels, but in 3 it's not that great? You don't think so? I normally... Really? That'll be interesting. Normally when a class is good in... Normally classes can be good in 3s, but not good in duels. But most classes that are good in duels are good in 3s too. But that'll be weird if that was like the opposite. Like it's great in 1v1s, but like awful in group gameplay. That'd be really weird. And unusual. Okay. This team is ready. Let me know if your team is ready, Flex. Let me know if your team is ready. We can have you play next. So if Flex is around, we can get him going like now. I should have double checked with him too. Off to bed, good night. Dalaran chat. Well, thank you so much for coming by, way too. Appreciate you, my man. I can swap on MM if you want. I mean, whatever you want to play, yeah. Playing some MM enhanced with action. Yeah, dude. Maybe. That'd be fun. We need 1 more. Okay, so Flex also needs a one of us. They are listed in the yeah. So Flex, they need a +1. So listed under Molten Core. If you guys want to join them, they got a spot right now. So if you want to pop in, more than welcome to. They got a spot as of this moment. So if you were Team Chills, for example, he's left for some food. You can join him if you wish. You said again? All good, all good. Chills is gone for a bit. The date. Beautiful. Cool. So you got a +5. Or you got 5 now. Hell yeah. We are ready. We are ready. I think I just combined all that together in 1 word. Beautiful. I make a lead. We bounce. We get this Flex and Light Sword 5. What am I gonna throw you guys into? Let's do another grand. I'm missing a grand already. Saying you said about Pharaoh being OP, but you said a pillar. What we expect to do something about it is a lock ruffle. Move your tune. Fair. You know what? The way I look at it though, like I guess like if you look at the duels, there is like Dual Tower duels where there's no pillar. And then there is the whole one more to get back. Okay. Okay, let me know when you are ready. Cool. Yeah, like in duels though, like doing the, because the game itself, it's kind of weird, right? When it comes to PvP, all the matches for 2v2 and 3v3 are designed with pillars in mind. But like duels have been done like just out in front of in front of like Stormwind, Orgrimmar, there's no pillars whatsoever. It's like, it's always been one of those things where mentally I'm like, yeah, I guess that is the way you duel, but also like the game and the way that they think of like group gameplay, they are designing stuff with pillars in mind, right? So it's like, it's not just about your class, but also the pillar is a core component. So I'm just like, I don't know, man. Maybe they should put some pillars out in front of Orgrimmar Stormwind, but I feel like if they did that, people would hate it, right? It's just a whole different type of experience. But like, I don't know. It's just one of those like design choices that in my brain feels like it collides and it's not parallel to one another. And it's almost like, I feel like we should get a maybe parallel, but I feel like people hate it. You know? Big heckin' one-shots, my boy. Dude, the big heckin' one-shots, when you get the heck out there, that's where it's at. Love it. Okay, so Nagrand didn't work. We'll try Lord Iron. Said war games again. Gotcha. Where's the Lord Iron? We'll do Nagrand again after if it lets us. I'm gonna switch that kitty. Yo. We're talking about the Feral or bro? Bro, we're talking about the Feral, right? We're talking about the Feral, right? Here we go. I'd love to would give a realistic practice 21. Yeah, that's I don't know. Like, I feel like it's one of those things where like in my head I'm like, we should probably have some parallels and parity, right? The design endgame content with pillars in mind. We should probably throw some random crap in front of Orgrimmar and Stormwind as pillars, right? Or like create a dueling area, right? Like an actual area that when you go into that area, your cooldowns are reset and you can duel somebody and people can watch you. You know what I mean? Like properly give dueling like its own like activity. And like you just put it in front of Stormwind and Orgrimmar. I know it takes some time, but like, you know, there's 0.5 and 0.7 patches for stuff like that. So maybe switch. Conan charging back. Yeah, he's just running up on his classic mount, man. Immediately versus Flex, hitting him with a freeze. Look at this guy, dude. Look at his set. I mean, that is Conan right there. That is Conan, the barbarian himself. He got the sword, he's got the axe, he's worshiping Crom. Like, he's ready to go, dude. Into an immediate charge by Flex, but try to see if he can back up out of the Blaze Storm. Is Conan the Slayer or is Conan a... No, Conan would be a Slayer. He won't be a Mountain Thane. I feel like that would just wouldn't fit him. But a Slayer? Yeah. Or are you Mountain Thane? I thought the Stormbolt, like the whole lightning charge Stormbolt was a Mountain Thane thing, but I'm not even sure anymore. I'm pretty sure he's a Slayer. Most rewards are Slayer. Look at that first aid. That's what I mean. Buy some first aids. Dude, first aid bandages are OP. In what he wants, they are OP. And in duel, and in just arenas. They are OP, man. They are OP. It's kind of nuts. As Conan tried to see if he can get himself... Potentially, maybe he can find Flex. Eyes not available. Flex got himself a proper reset. But Conan is just chilling. Pet? Wait, Pet isn't just sacking from stealth. Pet is not even out in the open. Now it is. I was going to say for a second, you're just skill commanding while in camo. I forgot that was a thing. I thought you had to bug out your pet to do that, but I guess you could just do it natty. Dropping down the bird. That bird is raining rain arcane at you from the sky. Don't stand in the rain. It hurts a lot. And for Flex, if you can just trap him in place with that bird just doing damage, Conan can't do much about it. Taking him out very, very slowly. Has himself an explosive trap. Doesn't go flying as far. Just needs one kill shot. Unless Conan can pick up a little bit of healing and does throw in an eagle right into that man's face. Just taking a bird and chucking it like a dart. As where is going to be up next, given Flex at least an opportunity to catch a bit of reset, dude. Seriously, after this duel, go out and buy... Where's the flare? I can't even see. Is it by the... Oh, it's on you. Okay, no wonder I couldn't see it. I literally couldn't tell where the flare went. By the way, they're adding like an animation of a flare. Like if you have a gun, you'll like shoot the flare up in the air and then it like appear. It's like there's a full animation with a weapon. It's jank for survival because it's just like you're just standing, you use the ability, no animation, and the flare just appears. So they probably had to do something like that for survival hunters as well. We're actually walk right next to him, but with both of them being on stealth, I think DJ Flex heard the stealth sound but didn't react. He's like, I'm just gonna stand still, picking up the eye, should be able to send the pet immediately. Trap literally waiting for word. It's not a freezing trap, thank goodness. Killing spree immediately as Flex already at half health just from a spree. Is gonna go for a trinket, trying to go for the crack shot resets though, or just a reset of calm points potentially. Trying to walk out of the bird. Cloaker shot, his evasion's up, so Flex right now is just on a defensive. He can't really go all in. He has to go for a full turtle with an exile. A little bit unfortunate having to overlap those cooldowns together sometimes, but I guess this rogue who's just on the full-on offensive, you can't really do much about it. We're just beating up the bird. Flex got himself a bit of a reset behind the cart, catching up a little bit of healing. Grapple hook, cheap shot around the corner. Just can't even do much about it. Just getting those resets with the killing spree. Freezing trap stopping him, but it does end up breaking very, very quickly though. Flex has no health, got himself a defensive, but the rogue just needs a couple more globals, and those hidden blades taking him out. Blades flashing everywhere. Sister Fister charging in. Quick in cap as he tries to go in for a grapple, and there goes a quick blind onto the monk. Does catch him with a leg sweep. Either way, the whir has a vanish coming up very, very soon. Kidney shot, maybe he could walk out. He needs a few calm points. He needs a reset. He needs a vanish. There it goes. Is he dotted? He is not dotted, so he's okay. He can actually get himself a proper reset. If he's got bandages, if he goes super, super far and just heals, those bandages do a lot of healing right now. You gotta grab them from the auction house, man. You gotta grab them. They do a ton of healing. Does get the range sap walking behind the pillar. Do you have the bandages? I don't think he does. Huh? I guess I'm not part of a guild. Okay, I guess I need to. I guess I need to go and check that. Don't invite me to a guild setting. That or just join a guild. One of those two. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. I feel like something bad could happen off that. I like your mug, by the way. It looks so good. Immediate karma reversal onto word. Does have evasion, but doesn't really want to get super offensive with that karma. Does have evade and is able to avoid a lot of the damage. No cloak of shadows to follow up. He just needs to wait out until he can get himself a proper stun. Just running out of there, dude. Look at that rogue sprinting. Monks used to be the masters of mobility, but a rogue can just go on a jolly stroll and just outrun you. He literally has the movement speed of a NASCAR. Shadow step, trying to get around, maybe building some calm points, just avoiding Sister completely. I think hit him with a shiv just to slow him down a little bit. Man's got plenty of mobility. Images are up. That's his full cooldowns already. He just needs a big damage go with the cloak of shadows out of the rogue, able to dodge a lot of those damage. Full kit shot with the killing spree to follow. This is taking a lot of damage though. Those blades are not feeling that good, and you got even more blade procs. That's gonna be a blind, cheap shot, super DR, got himself lots of procs, hidden blades doing a bunch of damage. System knocking him up in the air, but the rogue already, the cutthroat, taking him out before he knows what happened. The man is already on the floor, trying to avoid Anna. And if he could potentially do so, Shadow step back to him. He needs to find a way out of here. Technically does have a trinket, does end up using it, stealing the man's weapons, but he's just attached to him at the hip with that connection, with that Herald of the Sun. And Nano, if you could just use that dot to keep the rogue in combat for as long as possible, he does end up catching him, does end up clipping him. Ver is not in a great spot, does not have a cloak, anything. So it's just a matter of time. If you could just keep the rogue out in the open, killing spree, stunning him real quickly. Hold on a moment. Rogue, no cheat death. He got himself a sippy cup that is doing a bit of healing. Blind, trinket is the shortest blind ever, but the ballsiest trinket you ever have to do. Gouge, I think he has to gouge him. That or stay away. Gouge, 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 gouge. Oh, he's dead. I was gonna say. Anna is kind of blinking all over the map, so I imagine that makes gouging him a little bit difficult, but that's the only way I could see him survive is gouge. Vanish was coming up last second too, so you just gouge and then vanish and then catch a reset. I know I'm promoting like a rogue catching a reset and then just sitting on stealth until his cooldowns are up, but like that is how he's got to win, right? That's what he's got to do. Bubble out of Anna, doesn't want to find out how much damage Taijutsu's got. Taijutsu did not commit all of his cooldowns. He still has the charge of images together with the Zhuwen. So he's got himself perfect setup, knocking the guy up in the air. Blessing protection might come up for Anna. He is playing big crusade, so I don't think the crusade is up at all right now. Has a wall. Does the bob come back though? No, not quick enough. That's rough. That forbearance, it is only 30 seconds, but it's also 30 seconds. It is short, but also the longest debuff ever. Like in a split second, in like a heat of a moment, it takes forever. I just did it, get on my way. Awesome. Hopefully we'll get you in. As there's going to be a Karma on Taijutsu, turning the damage up potentially over towards Generic, trying to keep him afloat, knocking the Feral up in the air. The Feral can't actually do much when that happens. Mad damage onto the Monk. Hold on. Hold on a second. He just needs one good hit or touch of death. One of those will work. Generic having to tank up. Full heart of the wild Taijutsu. I think this needs to keep the pressure on. He got him on the ropes. He just needs. Oh, that was a long touch of death, by the way. I don't even know why that had a range to it. I feel like that was not in melee, right? You ever feel like an attack hits you and like, that was definitely not a melee. He wasn't even like in touching range of the guy. It's like some D&D kind of power word kill. A better range to that thing. What is happening? Blast magic up next. Full barrage of missiles onto Taijutsu. The guy does not have a karma to reverse it, so for Blast, this could be a great opportunity. He does need to get himself a knockup though, or rather he needs to get a knockup and a blast magic to really stop him in place. That could potentially get a blink out of the guy. Charges him with a quick interrupt. Knock back really quickly. You gotta knock him up. Lexi, he has a trinket for it. Oh, if you only go for a whirling dragon punch and knock him up in the air. He has nowhere to go. Ring of Peace just trying to keep the mage at bay for a second. For Blast Magic, needs to get himself, I think just a full go will burst at everything. And that just might be enough to take him out. 4 DC again, fun. Why? What's with all the DCs? What is happening, Bob? What is going on here? Full blast, full burst out of the mage. Plays into Shimmer, not into normal blinks, actually. That's... I wonder if that's... Because we've seen a mage yesterday play Shimmer instead of normal blinks. And that could be kind of good in some cases. Tai goes in with a Karma. Blast Magic just needs to wait this out. Has a block, technically could use it. Maybe looking at a block right now. That is quite a lot of cooldowns. Might be looking at a block potentially. Trying to see if he can deny just using it yet. Got him some damage. He's like prepping for a setup. He's like not sure if he should go behind the pillar or should set something up right now. Is that altar? No, it's not. That was a really early break out of the block. I think he might just be going down for that. Yeah, that was rough. 9 minutes though. But it's going to be 3 for Taijutsu. Picking some up. Where would see it? I almost lived for another vanish, dude. Almost vanished again just to see another day. Swapping characters next round. War game. Sounds good. Sounds good, Bogart. We can get you in. Hell yeah. Sounds good. TY for coming by. Thank you so much, my man. We're doing Caneric. I'll go back if they need me to. Cool. Hell yeah. Yeah, we'll probably do another one with the same groups if Flex is around still. Let me know when ready. We can go again. You need a +1, so they're looking for a +1 real quickly. If you guys want to join, they'll be listed under Molten Core. Here we are. Yeah. Need one more. If you guys want to join them, well, welcome to. Well, I get all that set up. What are we doing, light? Need a +1, awesome. Okay, list it in LFG. We got both groups looking for a +1. They need an extra body. And we'll have them both list up over in the LFG under Molten Core if you guys want to join them. Every time it's my turn, I've DC'd someone on my lock. Hopefully I get to play instead of DCing. Yeah, I hope so, man. I hope so. Because last week you got to only play like once. And you never really get to play too many times. So hopefully we'll get you like a proper chance here, man. Yeah. But both groups are going to be listed over under LFG, under Raids Legacy. Or at least, hopefully both of them will be. If you know how to. Okay, cool. So Light already got himself a 5-man, so they're all good. We just need one more for team Fax and Caneric. Hugger, what's your character name? I see WAP is the lock. WAP is the lock. No, his character name has gone through a few. He's the warrior. He's the warrior competitor, I think it was called. I think that's the current name, because he's gone through different names. He's a man of many, I was gonna say faces, but really just man of many names. You see, I know him as Tank, because that's what I have him at in reality. Or WAP. Or WAP in chat. Just one of those two works. Ah, man. False call, need another lobby, got in. Oh, Okay, no, they need a +1. So actually, Flex got a 5th. So Light still needs the +1, but or not. Flex had 5 for a second, and then they lost to anybody. I wonder if that same thing happened with Light and Flex. But both of them need a +1 real quick. Short is the main warrior, just haven't played him. Oh yeah, Short and Deadly. Yeah. You reminded me. Yeah, we haven't seen that thing in a while. Yeah. I think you were like, what, on an A, like the only arms warrior joining these duels and just like, dude, this guy just doesn't die. He does unhinged. I think I remember it was like you played unhinged and it was just like, yo, wait a second, hold on. It was like we weren't seeing a lot of arms in duels, and then you were just like, all right, Blaze-Storm unhinged, one-shot somebody, catch a quick reset, second wind, clap some cheeks after, Blaze-Storm unhinges back up again. Yeah. It's starting to ring. It's starting to go back to me. It was so perfect because it's like you can get a great title like this warrior is unhinged, but it's like literally using the talent. You know what I mean? I feel like when I have to start explaining those things, where I just like stop. Narrow, I saw you trying to slow walk out here. What are you doing? At level 10. What are you? Can you fly at level 10? Can you? I thought it was a level 15 kind of thing. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Yeah, both of them are listed. So if you guys want to join, we need a +1 for either team. Hey Dal, what's up? Was the hero tree best for Demon Warlock and Destro Warlock? Oh, was the best? I feel like Diabolus is really fun. But like, if you look at it best for like PvE content, I don't even know, honestly. I think Demonology in raids will end up playing Soul Harvester just because it's numerically really good. And I think Destro probably plays, let me double check. I feel like if you start with Diabolus, it's a really fun one. It's really good. I don't think it's numerically as strong as it was on the beta though. But I'll need to double check. I'll look though. I'll look at it. Destro and Demo, yeah. I can tell you more or less like a rough idea of what seems to be good. That being said, Sims are not, or tuning isn't final. Looks like you could play either one for Demonology. They're both good. Destro and Soul Harvester are both recommended. It doesn't really matter what you play. At the moment, Diabolus has a slight edge in single target for Destro. Slight. But raid, single target cleave, yeah, it's about the same. Mythic Plus, yeah, it doesn't really make a difference. Yeah, for Demo, you can do whatever. Destro, on the other hand, Hellcaller for single target. Big AoE build is Diabolist, but Hellcaller for single target otherwise. Yeah, that'll be the answer. So honestly, like if you do Mythic Plus in particular, Diabolus is good for both. Paladin getting insanely buffed in 20th anniversary. I still gotta take a look at those. There's a lot of things that are happening class-wise in 20th anniversary. I started to really look at them like little by little, and I got like a big picture, macro picture of it, but I'm really going through class by class micros, and I took a close look at the Hunter. I heard that Pally Upper has got, I even have them in the notes right now. Pally got a big revamp, Druid got a revamp, Mage got some new stuff, Hunter revamp, Shaman got a revamp too, with Elemental in particular, but also enhancement. I did want to level another old Lock Hunter Warrior Rogue. Oh, which one? For like the season, Lock Hunter Warrior Rogue. I'd say the fun one, in my opinion, the safe pick is a Warlock. I think they're gonna get invited a lot into groups. Warlocks are generally good on the beta. In Mythic Plus, they were cranking some numbers, like really some ridiculous numbers. They bring something unique to the raid groups, so like everybody wants a Warlock almost always, at least one. Rogues, I think, were pretty fun too. I'd probably do like Warlock for a safe pick, or if you want something more fun. What would be more fun? It's not like Hunter, but like for 1005. I'd say right now Warlock though. I'd say Warlock would be really fun. That or Warrior. Warrior is also really fun too. Best Rogue spec is good. What Rogue spec is good? Jason? Okay, I'll let the Jason answer that one. Mainly the useless talents are leaving, and we're getting better PvP abilities. Divine Shield no longer has forbearance. Oh, no shot. Oh, hell yeah. Wait, you can just bop and then into bubble right after, or bubble into bop? That is wild. Hold on a second. That's nuts. Okay, yeah, I heard that I saw that Herald of the Sun is getting some tie-ins with a mastery, and that I think could be huge. For maybe it won't be as big, but they did some of those tie-ins, like, oh, now this hero spec ability scales with mastery for Frost Death Knights. They did that for them, and they did that for I think only Frost actually, but they tied in a couple of those abilities to scale with Frost Mastery, and it was like, wait a second, now the ability slaps, now it cranks. Because like it's like you basically 20% more damage. Because it's like, even if you don't invest heavily into mastery, it's like, you know, you get a bit of mastery in there anyway. But yeah, that scaling attachment was massive, and I'm wondering how that's going to benefit paladins too. Yep, but Lion Hands doesn't get dampened anymore. Really? Wow. For Rogue PvP Outlaw, especially Trickster over Fatebound. I kind of like Fatebound. That being said, I can see why people like Trickster. You know what I mean? Nice. Nice waiting on the other group. We need a +1 over for the team light, so maybe Chills will come back by now. If Chills is back, we can get him back in the group. If he is around. He said he gotta go out and get some food or something. Which one isn't too complex but fun too? That which isn't too complex but fun too. Out of those classes. I'd say Warlock then, not too complex but very fun. Hunter is also not super complex. Rogue would be the complex one out of the four. Lock and Hunter are very not complex. Well, I'd say Warrior is probably even less complex. So probably a Lock of Warrior. Fun, pretty solid, not complex. Lock of Warrior. Like Warlocks and casters in general do have like their own complexity that you could build up to, but like if you start with Destro, you'll be fine, right? Like managing soul shards has its own like skill ceiling to it to a degree. Not the highest, but like it is something to learn. But like Destro, if you start with that, throw a couple of immolates, throw a couple of Rain of Fires, right? Summon a couple of demons here and there, chuck a couple of Chaos Bolts, you're fine, right? It's not the most difficult thing ever. A couple of issues with Fatebound. Cold Blood doesn't work, so I don't use Cold Blood. That's the problem. You don't use Cold Blood, like the talent for Cold Blood. You just don't use it. You use the other one where you just can generate more chances of Sinner Strike hitting a second time, which also applies for ambushes, so you get more double the ambushes. Yeah, you don't. I didn't use that sound. Coins don't make a damage of don't make up the damage difference between the two, despite Simon far higher. They are consistent, but you gotta remember that you don't only get the tails coin, you also get the heads coin for 10% more damage that stacks up per coin flip by 2%. So it goes from 10 to 12 to 14 to 16. And then like imagine you burst him with a killing spree while doing like 16% more damage. That is very, very strong, right? Coins, the tail stacks up, that is just like more cosmic damage and more cosmic damage and more cosmic. So if you don't like it, totally fine. Don't gotta play it, but it's pretty solid. At least I like it. Plus, double grapple hook is kind of nuts. Like being able to just like, cover along, and the fact that we get a double grapple in 10:05 or 11:05. So 4 grapples. You're gonna be running flags in RPGs. You're gonna grapple halfway through the map, grapple halfway into the room, grapple onto the flag objective, then grapple back up out into the main BG. You gotta wait a few seconds. Sprint over to grab the flag, and by the time you grabbed it, you got 1 charge back, you grapple in, grapple twice, grapple 3 times, and you cap. I'm not even kidding you. It is wild how good it's gonna be. I'm over exaggerating for sure. I don't think it's literally gonna be through grapples, but like you're gonna be zooming. You're gonna be zooming. It's wild what they're doing. They're gonna nerf it. They're gonna nerf it, and then they're gonna delete Outlaw Rogue. I'm telling you right now. It can't go live. So Sad Warrior got a big nerf at the beginning of the season. Yeah, I think Warriors are gonna be fine once they get some gear, but yeah. I was like a beta, I didn't really see Warriors like doing anything wacky or crazy damage wise, right? There was a lot of Frost DKs. Like, don't get me wrong, Warriors could do a lot of damage, but like they don't bring utility like a Rogue or a Demon Hunter or like a Hunter, like melee, or even like a Death Knight. Not that kind of utility. Like Rallying Cry is cool, but like they have an AoE stun, but so do other classes, so it doesn't count. They have a fear, but like AoE blind for rogues is like interchangeable. You know, like Reflect is cool. Like if they had group AoE Reflect, that would have been like, oh, that's some utility. But like, you know, they just lack that thing that makes them unique from other classes, where other melee have that. So then I thought like, okay, well, if Warriors don't bring utility, they should probably bring in the highest damage, and they weren't quite Frost Death Knights either. So I'm like, I'm hoping they're careful with it, and maybe they give Warriors like some kind of unique utility, like just something. anything. Like once every 5 minutes you pop a AoE spell reflect, right? In a dungeon. Like who's that gonna hurt? I think nobody. I think they'd be really good. Okay, we got both groups ready, and we'll get another queue. As soon as you do the list, I can queue you guys in. We'll do Nagrand. We'll try Nagrand again. I didn't get to the Nagrand. And then we just got nerfed. Yeah, at least for PvP, it feels like a nerf. I think for PvE, it might be a little bit more significant. I would need to double check, but it's hard to gauge classes when we don't have like Mythic Plus, because you would see pretty early on like, oh yeah, there's a lot less mages queuing out. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, yeah, I don't think mages got... Come on. I mean, it's Blizzard. I feel like mages are always like the main protagonist of the game. That or warlocks. Like some classes definitely get preferential treatment. Mages are part of that club. Well, if you play more than one expansion, you notice a pattern. People like to have some pattern recognition in their life. Let's do... What are we doing? We got Tiger's Peak done. Are we done Blackrock Hold? I'm gonna try that. Okay, Blackrock Hold works. We'll try to do Nagrand again. More movement, Drakthir. Dude, Drakthir overpowered. Like, I don't like to use the word overpowered, but Drakthir meet that standard of overpowered. I don't care what you say. That movement, the knockback and the knockup, it's so strong. It is so strong. I don't care who you are. I don't care. Oh man, Bob DK. Yeah, watch them nerf DK. I hope they don't. Like, I like Death Knight being kind of good as they are. Gonna be Dragon Warrior. I'm actually probably planning on playing Dragon Warrior too. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing Dragon Warrior. These things are so good. It is insane how strong they are. Like, it is ridiculous. Like, Blizzard, you guys are cooking. But like, they're cooking. It's a hell of an update. It is awesome. It is very strong, but like, man, maybe too good for Twitch. Like, I don't know. I don't think they're gonna come out as they are. They're probably gonna limit that glide ability. They're gonna limit something, I feel like. Combatant finally getting the chance to play. Look at this guy go! Oh my god, him and Chills meeting each other in the dueling arena. It is fate. Chills got him some full stun, but he sees Combatant go immediate defense. He's like, you know what? I really don't want to commit my cooldowns into that defensive fear. That's gonna be Chilpills breaking out of the ledge board. Big Reaper trying to come down. Big Scythe just blasting Combatant, living the damage. Got him some cooldowns rolling in. Just so much of Chilpills, denying him the ability to self-heal. Catching up a lot of self-healing also. Chills still got himself a couple of procs here and there. Leaping out. Chills wants to see if he can chase, but he has to play it very slowly. He is bleeding out little by little. That roar is not feeling good, and Combatant, he's at least taking a bit of that dot damage, denying him the second wind. Both of them are kind of lowish on health, or not in an amazing spot of health either. Reflect into a quick stunner onto Chills. Maybe that'll be enough. Chills is getting very low. He got cooldowns. There goes the execute. Not in a great spot. That's not a great place to be, and he got himself Battle Master's Trinket. Unable to really grip the guy back though. Got himself at least the pet that he can go summon up the ghoul and then sacrifice. Blind, looking to catch a stun onto Combatant. Yoinking it back in, does get the stun. Full burst available. Isn't going to be enough though. He's trying to see if he can ramp it up. Big stunner into a disarmer after. He does try to go for a kick to pop the reflect as early as possible. Chills having to go for a death pack, reaping down Combatant, and does end up taking him. That was so good with Conan immediately charging in, not giving Chills a moment to clear his head, to catch up, to heal up, or anything. Blaze storming just to break out of those roots, and Chilpills at least got himself some movement, has a full bar of runic power, needs to go for a ton of healing. I don't know if he'll be able to do too much. He basically needs to commit the entire bar into healing. Not a lot of health available. Lichborn is active. Got a stun to Conan, forcing a trinket out of him, and trying to convert that runic power into some death cause, but it's just not doing a lot. Only 10% dampening. So it's like, this is an opportunity for him to actually get some healing. Dropping down Death and Decay just to get some slows, which would revert back the old second wind. The new one sucks. Dude, they won't. Hold on. The original, like, Pandaria one? Yeah. The Pandaria second wind, while below 35%, just start healing uncontrollably. Like, for 3% of your health. Literally God mode. Stun onto Conan. Chill's trying to see if he can make some kind of a play. He's got like no help whatsoever. Having to really be very, very surgical with Conan. Trying to kind of walk by him, back away. Walk by for obliterate, back away. But I don't think you're gonna stop the Blazer madness here. Chills as an execute stance. He's full blind onto Conan. Trying to go for those reaps with another stun, looking for a bit of heal. Conan backing up out with a big leap, get a charge around the corner. He just needs one big execute. Chill's got himself one more scythe. Hold on, does he have another scythe? Does have a second one. Stun for stun. Chill's super, super low. Trying to catch up whatever healing he can. Got himself a little bit extra help to work with fear by Conan. Chill's can't break out of it. He's super low. Got himself another one of those execute cheat death mechanics, but Conan doesn't. They go down with Chill's catching up with death back last second. He's just trying to see if he can bail out of there as soon as possible. That was a lot, man, from one warrior into the next. And with Taijutsu, I don't think there's a chance. He just needs to go for a touch of death. Yeah. There's just not much you can do. Just not much you can do. What is your name? Crit? I'm gonna call you Crit. I'm gonna call this man Crit. I just looked at his name. Full death pack. Hold on, Crit. Vanishes out. He still might die. Wait a second. Taijutsu, turn it around. Hold on. You still have him dotted. You may need to go for a karma potentially to reverse it, trying to go for as much healing as possible. DR not stun, trying to go for big damage. Crit with an evasion. But at least the death pact is gone. All you need to do is get him low enough, rock him up in the air. Do you have one more hit? He's dodging you. He's dodging you. Just one more hit. What's one more hit? There it goes. Taking him out. My god, interesting name. Yeah. Interesting name to say the least. As Blast Magic is going to be up next, barraging down, full burst ready for Taijutsu. Man, are you guys playing like a full as Arcane? Are you guys playing like Touch of the Magi, like a better touch, or are you doing that Spark? Because I think, or what are you playing then? What do you play instead? Because normally I play Spark, but then you have to get an Arcane Blast in there, and you can't really do instant cast Arcane Blast anymore, so it's all over the place. Ty got himself images available. Blast Magic trying to get some bursts going. He got Shimmer, so he doesn't have a blink to get out of a stun all that easily, but the Shimmer should help him get mobile. Does go for the block before he gets knocked up in the air. As he breaks out of the block, I don't think he's running the block that heals you, so you're just trying to see if you can play it super, super aggressively. Quick poly onto Ty, but he doesn't really have much health to work with. Technically could get himself a bit of damage. Not having cooldowns for Arcane Mages never really stopped him in the past. But we did see some nerfs to Arcane Mages kind of recently, so maybe there's enough. Full Spark already got himself a bit of Arcane Missiles building up. Maybe a big blast? I think it's over for Mage. Or not? Or not? I was gonna say, mages, dude, they live forever. Yesterday, we saw so many tanky mages out there with DJ Flex charging in immediately towards Taijutsu, immediately popping off with a 4 Brute together, overlapping on top with a diffuse magic, trinkets out of the freezing trap, full celestial conduit, the Roomba of death, charging a flex. He's gotta find a way to get Taijutsu hit with that grenade with the Lunar Storm, and then find a way to keep him in a place in that Lunar Storm, because that damage that Lunar Storm can do is quite a bit. It's actually really good. Stun onto Tai. As the Zuen also gets stunned up, kind of like charging in at the DJ Flex as he's disengaged out of there, as DJ looking for a bit of that self-healing. Ty, as long as he can get back over there to the guy. If you got cooldowns, he actually has got to do down, actually. Hold on a second. This could be an opportunity for DJ to make some kind of work happen. Possibly. As he's got himself Karma, but besides that, no trinket, no nothing. So Flex can maybe get a proper setup with the guy. He'll be golden. He'll potentially could make this. Oh no. Yeah, I think he has him. Wait, he doesn't have a stun. He needs someone to pin him down for a moment. Charge trap would not be enough, so I think you just gotta wait until the 8 seconds for a stun. In cap, Ty with Alexium. No trinket available for Flex. Hold on a second. Potentially, if you could just stay on top of the guy, you could keep the pressure rolling in. Disarm. Monks don't really need the weapons though. Karma to reverse the damage. Flex having to pop a wall with a freezing trap. Just gotta buy himself a bit of time. Gotta create a bit of space for himself to get a breather. Images are up for Ty. This is an opportunity for him to clash in. Force an eternal out of Flex. And there's just not much you can do right now. Fist of Fury fly in every direction. Flex at some point will need to. I guess he sends him out. I guess he just punts him. with a baseball bat, stuns him, but the stun is super DR. Does not get the bird to combine in there though. That is unfortunate. Reflex does get hit with a harpoon wall available into conduit, trying to avoid it as best as possible, but the Roomba, what is that steel trap uptime? What is that steel trap uptime? I feel like, it feels like it's just like so consistently there. Like every time, he could get it back to back to back. I gotta look again, like what procs that steel trap. That seems very, very strong. That seems real good. This is gonna be tie. Super low in health. Hold on a second. Leg sweep. Oh, that's a lot of damage taken, and the grenade right to the choppers. Not much you can do from there. Let's see the thing. Greg up next. Try to see if we can lock down DJ, but leg sweep keeping him completely DR from any stuns though. Not DR from taking the damage though. Kineric, last one left over for the team 1 versus the Death Knight, who just sent the cooldowns, but still got the Riders of the Apocalypse next to Kineric. Those Riders actually do significant bit of damage. They actually hurt quite a lot, so if you can get them proccing pretty regularly, you're golden. Kineric try to see if he can bounce out of there with a bar skin. Greg just melting right now, bleeding out, thorned up, bled up. Not much you can do. Grippy hand at the ready, sacrificing a ghoul real quickly, but a 44% dampening. He's very much on the back foot. He has to stay aggressive just to build up a bit of runic power at this point, because he just sits in the back. Those bleeds are gonna melt him. Ledgeborn for a bit of DR, but there's just not much you can do. Where is the last one left? Is he gonna give Kineric a chance to catch a reset, or is he gonna deny it? Because I think he's just gonna let him get a proper reset here. Eyes are picked up by the Feral. Should be able to moonfire the guy, right? If he is playing moonfire, denying the rogue proper stun, but it is just gonna be ambushes into a killing spree. Feral Druid blinks and is 70. Oh, it's just over. Oh, it's just over. It's just done. Hold on a second. Feral Druid blinked and 80% of his health is gone. Wait, Barkskin? He's tanked up? It's just a matter of time, yeah. Where just needed to keep the pressure. Even he's just like, oh, finally. I tried to take so much damage into the guy. Wait, Taijutsu got 3? Let's go! Oh, man. Slash shield doesn't hit pets. Interesting. Oh, really? Oh, that's, like, the actual, like, the main ability, the pulse, it doesn't hit pets? Huh. I guess it means you can't pad, but it probably should hit pets, shouldn't it? Because if anything, maybe it's like, oh, at least your pet is dead, so now you can't like stun me or whatever. You gotta res a pet, you know, inconvenience or something. That is weird. Alright, boys, let's get us Unomas in here. Flax as well as Light. Let me know if you guys are ready. We'll go another one. We'll go Unomas for the night. And then we'll probably call it. Ready? Beautiful. What did card guys say? A bit more gear still. All good, bud. Hell yeah. Haven't heard from that man in a second here. I'm gonna get that save too. Or I did the wrong thing. No, if you wanna go again. Hell yeah. Sivas Ken. In the game, Kineric. Wait, Kineric, is that you, Kineric? No, I thought Kineric had a different. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought Kineric had a different YouTube account. I could be wrong though. I'm not even sure. Would I try Slayer's arms, but not for the right gear? Yeah, it is a little rough, man. It is a little rough. Okay, Flex is gonna try to see if he can get a +1. They're listed up over in Molten Core. So if you guys want to join them, they got a spot for last one if you guys want to join it. And we should be all good and ready to go. All the Feral I've seen so far. Season 2 SL. What was the mount for Season 2 SL? Was that the red one? Or was that the... Because I know the Season 1 was silver, and then they had red, and then they had gold. And then they had something else, the blue one. Was a blue one? Huh. It was a blue one? Really? It was a blue one. I'm not gonna pretend. Ready? Okay, cool. I'm not gonna pretend like I remember every single season in of older expansions, because I don't, right? Nagrand, we never done Nagrand, like a proper Nagrand. I don't pretend, I'm not gonna pretend like I remember every season. Like, I don't remember what the seasons were for Pandaria, like 1, 2, or 3. I just remember WoD season 1 because it had that cool elite set for rogues, and the other sets that are just like, I don't know, the other seasons are kind of a blur. Seasons in Legion, there was a lot of them, like 8 seasons in Legion, all of them meshed together. They're a blur. Although the mount was pretty cool, but everything else was kind of a blur. The mounts was cool, I just don't even know if they had like 8 different recolors. I don't even know if they had that. But but Shadowlands though, I did play quite a bit in Shadowlands. I thought I knew all the different Gladiator mounts. I remember BFA mounts too. There was a red one, there was like a blue one, there was like, I think a bronze one, and then the last season was in BFA. Oh, I don't remember what the color of it was. I think like a white one, maybe like an ivory type of look, or like a different kind of bronze, like a rusted color. I think it's what they had was bronze, rust, red, blue, I think, wasn't it? Or maybe like a yellow, I don't even remember. But like there's some seasons you do remember. And Shadowlands had like a really cool Glad mount, but like I actually did not know that they had they had a blue one. I guess I forgot the Twitch. Got ourselves Taijutsu. That mount, hey, I love it, dude. I love this thing. It looks so good. Hey, I'm glad that you could actually get this mount, because normally this would be like the Mythic Raid mount, or I guess like a variation of like the Glad mount, but the Glad was more of a bat than a Nerubian. But it's so good. The grind though is a pain, but it's really fun once you do it. Karma immediately out of time. Flex immediately under a turtle, hiding in a shell, at least for a time being, while the defenses are up for ties. So it's actually, I guess it's a good trade in the moment if you can capitalize on it, but cooldowns wise, Karma definitely much shorter cooldown than the turtle pet. I let it call the turtle pet. Wait, Ty! The Ty get knocked and he's just like, I'm a in cap, and then just run behind the pillar, catch a reset. Flex actually let it catch a reset. Oh no. Still haven't finished the chitin step. Yeah, chitin. I used to call it chitin for some reason, but I was told that's categorically wrong. It's chitin. Yeah, that's the hardest part. It gets a little faster after that, but that is pretty tough. I heard Arakara, doing Arakara and running it as a follower dungeon is like 100 chitin per run, and it doesn't take long at all. It's a lot of damage out onto Ty though. Hold on a second. Ty is the one who's gonna need some chitin to back up and bolster his armor a little bit. He's gonna pierce right through. Flex is going in for a bit of that mending bench behind the pillar. Ty cannot really get himself an easy reset behind the pillar. Spamming for this Verify, hoping for a bit of recovery. He got a ringer piece on one side, but a tar trap or explosive trap went on the other. Trying to see if he could root him in place. Does catch him in the root into a Tiger's Peak, and Tiger's Fury rather, into a scatter. If you can just trap him in place, Binding Shot could potentially do it. Grenade is down. Does he summon the bird? Not the bird though, but kill shot. Oh, those kill shots for hunters are still super deadly, man. Literally a touch of death. Wait, huh? Huh? Was that the biggest brain trap? He has already had a trap ready for combatant. The guy just ran out and he's like immediately frozen. Leaps in and there's a charge trap right under him. Now he's trying to get over there. He's getting knocked. Wait, Danger Flex might be the biggest brain when it comes to these traps. Wait a second. You know there's one right there. You have Reflect. If you have Reflect, walk on it. Yeah. It's classic. I love the Warrior Reflect on traps. It's so good. Breaking out of the charge trap. Blainstorm to follow. Flex trying to see if he can back up out of there. Harpooning to keep combatant in place. But he goes in for a quick fear. Walking away from the bird. As he got himself a full wall. Flex actually got to play into defense. Disarm for disarm. And combatant cannot really do much right now. While Flex able to still layer up even more grenades and poisons on the guy. Combatant knows he's going to get stunned up. He's got himself a bit of Reflect. Stun onto Flex, waiting out the stun with a binding. That's going to be Turtle, which is perfect for him. As long as he can get back over there really quickly to disrupt Flex's mending advantage, he should be in a good spot. That binding shot lasts so long, by the way. He literally sat out. I actually think he would have spent less time near the binding shot if he literally walked, got stunned. Oh, that frees the trap so perfectly. Like W went in for a fade that last second. That is so good. But literally, yeah, could have probably just walked forward, got stunned by a binding shot, because that thing lasts there for a while. That tether lasts for so long, longer than the actual stun. It is wild. As combatant charging and Blainstorming to get past all these traps. Flex trying to see if he can avoid him. Just use reflex, so now you can use the freezing trap a little bit more carefully. A binding shot to get onto combatant with a pet. You got the bird attacking him, leaping out of it though with quick disarm. Disarm also back up onto combatant. Again, having to delay his damage a little bit with a freezing trap. Trinkets and stun. Trinket out of flex with a feint death, but just a quick second. Trying to make some damage happen. Combatant has him on ropes, so man's got no health whatsoever. Into a quick fury, into a stun. Big execute to follow. He had it in the palm of his hand. He just had to reach out and claim victory. It was right there in front of him. Look at that first aid. Look at that first aid, dude. Look at that first. Why is the first aid healing this much? Why is first aid healing this much, by the way? I don't remember first aid healing that much ever. First aid is not even professional, is it? You can just buy the bandages, right? I gotta double check. I feel like I'm losing my mind. I'm 2.5 milli bandages. Hopefully not the cost of the bandages, right? Hopefully there's just how much healing you do, but that's a lot, man. That is a ton in 1v1 or just in PvP. If you can catch yourself a breather, catch a heal, it is so good. Into a mage, trying to see if you can rock down a full CC combo onto combatant. Man is able to get a full bleed on the guy. Might be looking for a block. Oh! Oh, he altered, but he already had the animation going up with the damage as the alter happened. So that was just like, he literally pressed his button, that is his global, and then the animation still played through. Oh, that is unfortunate. Into a quick disarm on chills, got a blind onto combatant, leaving him over there with an army of the undead as he's charging back in, just doing circles around the guy. He's just running circles around the man, just doing donuts out in the grand arena. Combatant trying to back up out of there. Oh, but the ghouls and the DOS, there's just not much you can do to escape it. Quick reflect out of Conan immediately as he charges in, locking down chills with yet another stone, bails out of there. That horse and a death knight. It's like, normally DKs don't go anywhere. Normally they don't have any mobility, but then you give them a horse, man. You know how paladins are always like, man, the horse is the worst cooldown ever, it is the slowest. While a death knight like looks at a horse and is like, you're so precious, I will cherish you forever. It is literally the best mobility for that class ever. As Chill's got himself. Was that full mages? Oh yeah, there's a full start of army, full apocalypse available, summoning up extra homies to fight. IBF is available. He's got even more homies summoned up. Every time he gets himself the sudden doom procs of death coil too. There's a huge look at the damage Conan's just taking, and Chill's nowhere near to be found. Those pets are so effective. At least Conan could get some bloodthirst healing, some impending victories here and there, so you can catch up. Chill's burning a death pack just to give himself a little bit of health, and he's just trying to see if he can back up out of there very, very quickly. Waiting out until that effect is gone. He got himself the A-bomb, full army, stun. If he can get himself a full apocalypse with a couple of pets on top of it, just let Conan be out there by himself. Look at the damage those pets are doing. Those riders, oh, those riders, man, when they all charge out like this, they're all effective. Good thing they buffed them, man. I was thinking there was gonna be like, and a lot of people thought like, oh, riders, they're probably gonna make him like a really weak pet with just some kind of effects, but they made him do significant amount of damage, and they were like, all right, we'll tone him down a little bit, but like very little, while others got buffed up, just to make sure that every time you summon one, they're like super effective. It shows a broken SDG. I feel like that's just what happens when you're playing DK for as long as you have been, right? It's just like you played it during its highs, you played it during its lows, and then you played it during its lows. So it's just like, it just gets ingrained in you of like searching and claiming that victory in any way you can. Though against a rogue, I don't know what you can do, especially without any cooldowns available. Cloak of Shadows out of work, kidney shot to follow. It just lights. It's just a knockout. Rogues are kind of nuts on their own too, to be fair. Crit is gonna be up next, landing a sap onto her into an ambush. Blind does not last long at all. Got a blind of his own with cheap shot right after. Got the full dots as long as he gets a full death mark. I think he'll have it into a disarm. Still can go for a death mark while disarmed. Apparently he can. And Crit is taking a bit of damage of his own though, as is going to be hitting blades. It's just the blades versus the blades, and where is losing the fight right now? Hold on a second. I think he just done. With a quick death and decay, this man got the moves. Holy. With Grick trying to see if he can catch him, does hit him with a death and decay, but nothing to dot him. The Cloak of Shadows is going to let him escape and reset them. What do you think about BM bleeds him strong? Like as a class, should be pretty good. I'm excited for the Beastmaster Hunter changes they're getting in 11.05, but we saw a lot of BM Hunters back in the beta. I think Crit just dies here, right? Evasion, full army. Yeah, Kendarick is going to be last on left. For Greg, this is not a matchup he wants to be in. But to answer your question, shoot 'em, Magav, they're pretty good. I think the bleed damage... I don't know if they're so bleed heavy, but they were trying to make the bleed ability a little bit stronger in the next update. Greg just getting bit up. I don't know, Greg. I don't think a Death Knight can really fight a Feral Druid, like especially if he's going on full cooldowns. Unless if the Feral goes in with like some cooldowns gone, it's just I don't know if a DK can ever recover after that. Shield's picking up 2, combat with 2 as well. Well done for the both of you. Actually, well done for the entire team. You guys played really, really well. That was awesome, man. That was great to watch. But yeah, Beastmaster Hunters, they're getting some cool stuff in 11.05. They're good now, but like, there's flavor, like good kind of flavor. Like they're seasoning them in the next build. It's not the most exciting news of like, oh, my class is going to get better. You know, you kind of want your class to be good now. But like, if you're asking like, is Beastmaster good right now in the moment? They're pretty good. Pretty good. Not like insanely busted OP or anything, but pretty good. They're solid. I think it's a fair way to describe them. Some classes are not so lucky. Can't play a rogue for shit. What happened to the other rogue? I can't play a rogue for shit. What happened to the other rogue? So one rogue went in full dots, full bleeds, and a death marks who doubles up those bleeds. And with Whir not having a Cloak of Shadows to remove all of those bleeds, he can't get rid of them. And the dots do ramp up. And eventually, when he gets like 10% health, he just instant dies. But I don't think the other rogue was even running that talent with instant death. That's just the bleeds. He was able to get full set of dots and everything. If you don't have a cloak in a 1v1, if you can't sip your cup, maybe cloak to remove those dots, or deny those bleeds in the first place with an evasion, it is rough. It is tough. It's a lot of damage taken. Plus, the rogue continues to stab it and hit you with an venoms. The rogue, where he was just blasting him with ambushes and pistols, but like, it's a DPS at that point, and one of the rogues had an evasion, so like once it pops an evasion, it's like, you kind of got to wait it out. That or crowd control. He used the blind early. He doesn't have an escape like a vanish. He can't get away from the guy. It's just like, it's just an unfortunate situation. He just doesn't have an escape plan at that moment. Those ADs can't stealth, no trinket to fight back. Sinner versus Outlaw, death sentence. Basically what I said. Or I guess he explained it better, to be honest. What would you suggest between Beastmaster or Marksmanship for BG Blitz Solo Shuffle? I probably would go Beast Mastery just because the pets do a lot of damage. But for Blitz, I think Marksmanship, right? You sit in the back and you pelt things, might be better in that regard. I think, man, both of them they've gotten better and a lot tankier. It's really like up to you for the most part. I think Beastmaster is probably easier to get into because all you gotta do is send your pets in and kill command. But with BM, it's also like pet management, so maybe like Marksmanship is better. That is a good question. I think Marksman for Battleground Blitz, but Beastmaster for like solo shuffles. Probably. That would be my like recommendation. Just because as a mem, if you could sit in the back and pelt at people, you could just pick people apart. It's really, really solid. It's like a really good single target. With BM, it's pet management, but I feel like Beastmaster gives you more mobility, and that's probably better in like solo queue arenas, because smaller environments. If Outlaw has CDs available for Sin Rogue Outlaw Slams, for sure. I definitely got caught with the pants down. Don't disagree. Yeah, sister, you're more than welcome to add me, man. Dalaran hashtag 1340. Hell yeah. I take your word, Outlaw. Vermilus, yes. Was bad. I don't think he played bad. No. I don't think he played bad. He has a unique name, but I don't think he played poorly. Sometimes you're dueling and you get caught out without CDs, and it's just part of the 5v5 1v1 arenas, right? It just happens. I feel like if both of them had cooldowns, it is still an even match though. Like it comes down to be like who gets the opener. As long as Assassination can establish the bleeds, that is their win condition, is establish the bleeds. For Outlaw, just getting the opener is not enough. It's about like how much pressure can you put on the other guy, and if you can get a trinket out of him, catch a reset, maybe then lock him down to stun. But you'll probably have to get the opener and then disarm him so you can continue with his burst, and then continue the pressure. And if he doesn't catch a reset, you'll probably need to catch a reset. Outlaw will need to play a little bit of a longer game, in my opinion. Whereas Sass, all you need to do is make sure you get full bleeds and a death mark. So the Outlaw's job will then be to deny that as best as possible. Whether with evasion, whether with disarm, whether with just like a blind, or with catching advantage as soon as you get your fully dotted, just so you can deny the death mark. and they're just maybe staying away from the guy, right, cutting him out. But yeah, Legend of Sin versus Outlaw. Had diseases on me before the sap. This isn't the rook. Oh, the from the Death Knight. Yeah, that would do it. Yeah, that would do it. Yeah, Rick. The one that's a crazy for real, dude. For real, Osprey. For real. Bet I'll be here with Set. Awesome. Glad to have ya. Can I add you real quickly? Did you add me? Yeah. 1.7, is that million? Byte from the feral, what? Wait, is that a 1. What number is that? Hold on. 1.7, oh, Jesus, I need to, hold on. Let me just highlight and type it up in the game, dude. Just so I can, like, numbers. 1. Wait, that's 1.7 bill. Is that what you mean? Wait, what? Is that not billion? Did I read that wrong? I thought it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's like 6 zeros. He meant 1.7. Okay, that will do it. Yeah, 1.7 billion. It might as well feel like a 1.7 billion, right? How many abilities can hit for 1.7 mil, like Natty, without like a big setup? Didn't see Azeroth die in the mouth of a feral. Yeah, true. There's 1.7 billion in a DK. For some classes, it definitely will feel like 1.7 bill. Yeah. Next time I play red, I get collaborating with the feral. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I think at that point, depending on like, oh, what do we have? What classes have we seen a lot of in the season, especially in duels? Oh, feral. Okay, let me bring a class that counters a feral, just so I'm not having like a miserable time. So I feel that. EU is about the same. Some of the homies on the EU like just like they have their main and that's what they bring. But like we have a couple of dudes that are like, oh, what's being played? A lot of rogues. All right, I'll bring a mage. Like Tama just came in and was just like, all right, I'm blasting as a mage, and they're just like, okay, now that we saw Tama, well, no, even him and Jay too both obliterate rogues twice in a row, and everybody's like, all right, mages galore. Then again, there's multiple reasons why you play Frost Mage too, but yeah, that works. Get smacked, gotcha him. Get smacked, awesome. Let me also give you a note too, just so I can remember you. Where is it? Get. Okay, I can find you like this too. Would be net. Hopefully. Here we go. Yeah. I can do how do I add notes? I like to add people's notes just so I don't like, oh, who is this person? All right, I guess I'll clear my friends, this kind of deal. You know what I mean? Here we go. Beautiful. Gotcha. Alrighty, boys. Well, with this, we're going to call it for the night. This has been a lot of fun. We're going to be doing more of these next week. Friday for EU, Saturday for the Team NA. But yeah, nothing Frostlands. Yeah, they ended up kind of nerfing the Frostlands a little bit. Or Icelands a bit. But like, I don't know. It seemed like a significant enough of a nerf. But it doesn't really tear down the rest of their kit. Like, I think what really exasperates it probably is the control setup of breath, ring into a full stun, and then the entire like kibosh of just like meteor, comet storm, frostfire combo with like a frostfire bolt, flurry. Everything is like proccing, everything is shattered or whatever, and then maybe like a beam on top of it. It's just all that damage all at once. They definitely took down a good portion of what makes up their sustain and burst, but even that feels very, very strong still, right? That doesn't really change anything. But yeah, it's a lot, man. But yo, thank you guys so much for coming by. I appreciate you. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. We're doing more of these next week, so you guys are more than welcome to join us. Just had a Warlock for 10 mil. Oh no, dude. Leave the Warlocks alone. Hold on. Don't be hitting classes for too hard, man. Seasonal stuff is coming up too. If you're hitting classes hard right now, and you're out and about just blasting people, that's how you're gonna get nerfed. That's a good way to get nerfed. So classes that are doing bad damage now and are not doing high DPS usually will get buffed up. Anything that's hitting really, really hard right now is they getting like the heroic week seasonal stuff, and then they'll be doing mythic week. The classes that are doing good right now are going to be on that watch list of like, hey, might want to tone them down a little bit. So, now you're gonna have the game or just stop streaming? I'm probably gonna pop off from the stream, probably hop off the game as well, get some food, come back later, maybe gear out a character or something, or get some more work done. I still got a lot of projects to do with the seasonal stuff coming up very, very soon. But yeah, I'm not sure, not 100%. I was just gonna go get something to eat. But yeah, thank y'all. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thanks for popping in. I'm bad at ending this. I'm just gonna kind of go. Bye.